Welcome back to Resistance at the Threshold, session 12, entitled Hard Decisions. Last session, the group, after some kind of meandering about, went down into the Underkeep and found that there is an ancient silver dragon living underneath the town of Gateneath. They freed him from his prison, um, and he was quite charitable and nice and cool. He decided he wanted to go do some reconnaissance around the mountain of Hermarak, which he called something different, and said that in his era the mountain walked. That said, after he left, the knights errant that were sent out to find out what was happening with the Denisotvan forces in and around Gateneath have returned and have sought audience with the matriarch of the town. We cut to that scene. You've spent the entirety of the day working hard on the town, Evangeline, making sure that all of the defenses that were suggested by your group and also by your father Romand have been kind of taken into account and implemented. There are spears all and around the walls so that if Blusa riders, also known as cliff jumpers, leap up and try and mount the town or jump over the walls of the gate, um, they'll land on spikes. Pretty sound idea. There are traps outside, some simple pit traps covered with druidic magic to be perfectly camouflaged, and others that are slightly a bit more devastating. Whip snare type traps that send massive bladed tree spears into people on the road. Fucking maniacal and awesome. Cool shit
I
all
mean,
around. It's
it
fine.
works.
Yeah, absolutely. The Knights Errant have reported to you in the main hall where you are taking audience, and of course, I'm assuming you'll have Dahabe with you as well. Anyone else of the council that you want to have at your side as you meet with the Knights Errant?
Um, no, Chris isn't here, but his character would be there.
Okay.
Um, Roman would be there,
Mm-hmm.
and I feel like Casey would be there
Okay.
since he's the mayor.
The Knight Errant that you are receiving is none other than your favorite Tiefling boy. He appears to be quite wounded. Not so much so that he's unable to stand before you. He just looks like he's seen some engagement. You would know that there are a total of 9 knights errant, um, but he is the only one that is reporting before you. Um, and his first message to you is the majority of the knights errant have fallen to Denisotvan ambush. Their exact location is undetermined. However, they are as far south as Kalot. Your messenger that you sent to Kalot was found by one of the knights errant, and the other knights errant were defeated in a similar manner. The presumption is that there is no means of egress southward for any of us. Aid from the barony of Ulamon or any of the other free cities cannot be considered a viable option. My suggestion to you, to the council, would be to remove any who are not combatants from the town of Gateneath immediately and move northward and hope for hospitality from the towns of Makard or Erard to the north. It is not a guaranteed thing. If the refugees continue to travel further on, they may be able to pass over in some means or way to Levidia to the north and make it to Pedford, which, according to all information I've been able to gather, is probably the only safe place left in this blasted coast.
I thought Levidia had fallen.
To my knowledge, it is not. What do you know?
Okay.
This is, again, a knight errant speaking, so if you have knowledge that he doesn't.
Oh God, I don't know if it's in character or out of character knowledge.
Well, I'll let you know either way. Levidia is under siege. Penford has not fallen.
Okay.
Yeah, Levidia is under siege by the riders of Ionis. So good catch on that. But yeah, Penford, the city, has not fallen.
Okay. I guess that they would clear that up.
Yeah.
Or whatever.
Okay. What sort of timeline would we be looking at to evacuate non-combatants?
They could be upon us by evening. And again, he's talking to you in the late afternoon. Or it could be a matter of a 6-day. It's just dependent on their pacing. I would not tarry.
She would turn to Casey and just be like, what do you need to make this happen?
I would need the guard to make sure that they are ready to guide people to the correct exit route.
Not an option, says Valor. And Roman nods his head, kind of like hit point.
They'll need someone to guide them.
The forces you have on site here are going to be required if they do attack. If you send them along to guide the individuals to the north, we could be leaving ourselves open to a possible attack.
Of course, not the whole guard, but any?
Roman kind of scratches his chin in response. What do you suggest, Valor? I would have suggested the Knights Errant, but unfortunately I think I'm the only one that remains among our number.
What about we have that captive that we paid, like the mercenary dude? Didn't we pay him?
Yeah, you also let him leave.
Oh,
Wait,
he did
the
leave?
Joker?
No, Joker's still around. He's
He
scouting.
was a guy that was
Slash in the back, gone, and then also both of the bandits that you had kind of secured have left.
Mm-hmm. He ran
Oh.
off.
Yeah, he gave you like all the help he could, and then after kind of like having his sentence settled, there was an offer put to him that he could just go to the barony. So it's possible that he didn't make it and he died somewhere in between. The same is true of the first guy.
Okay.
We did have about 5 people imprisoned at one point, didn't we?
No, I think just like 2.
Yeah, but they're Dusk's people, so it was
Yeah.
presumed that they were released
Yeah.
when Dusk's
okay,
band
that makes
swore
sense.
guilty. I would suggest you find a group of individuals who you feel are competent combatants. You probably don't need more than a handful. And I would suggest traveling with them as far north as the halfway point to Makard. If there are any possible Dennis Odvin interferences north of Gateneath, they will happen on the road between here and Makard if they're trying to envelop the town. He would come up to, there'd presumably be a map somewhere in the hall, and he would draw out the 2 red lines that you can see on the map at present. And if you're
Okay.
looking at it, you'll see that he's drawn the Denisot possible location / front. It's kind of in between the hills to the west and Calais by the sea to the east. Their forces were engaged there. The other knights errant, based on their demise, died somewhere at that line. And then he would kind of point out that if they are trying to envelop, it's undoubted, it's possible that they've made it to this secondary line.
Okay.
Wait, I have a question. Do you have Summer there with you, or you have Casey? You said, and you have
Yeah.
Dabe, right?
Yeah.
I'm just wondering. And I know I'm not there, but was Summer with you right now?
No.
Okay. Okay.
She's probably at the temple. I think the push is to have Summer do it though.
Yeah.
That's what I was hinting at.
That makes sense.
To do what?
To take
Send her
to lead-
north
Never
Take
to be
her-
seen
her
again.
group
with
of
the
North.
refugees.
Casey is waiting for
Ah.
the suggestion to come from someone smarter than him to think of it. He thought guard, and now he's turning to look for another suggestion.
I will point out that it's probably the case that Summer by herself is not going to serve as a combatant capable enough of dealing with any possible ambushes,
No.
like Valor said. He said him and another knight errant were unable to deflect the attack, but if he had had 4 or 5 more people, he would have probably been well-to-do. So he's saying that to kind of clear a possible defensive point that has been set by the Denisovans, it would be best if you muster a group of people who are competent combatants and head north to Macard. Then once you've gotten to a safe point at the the halfway point between here and Macard, relinquish the refugees to go on their own. And then if you have someone go with them further on to make sure that they're safe, such as a Summer, then so be it.
Okay.
So competent combatants like townsfolk who could defend themselves, or trained guards.
I would suggest
Okay.
your lieutenants, but I wouldn't suggest sending them afield. I don't know who you have amongst your number that is capable and worthy of standing against the Denisovans in the open. I know that I could go, perhaps in the morning, but I would prefer if we were to set off now.
Okay.
A pilgrimage must be attended by a person of the faith. We should see if Summer would wish to participate. Ring, ring, ring.
Hello?
Hey, bitch, you want to go on a pilgrimage?
Whoa.
Excuse
Spicy.
Hey,
Just kidding.
bitch, do you want to go on
Wanna
a
go?
pilgrimage?
Right. Dahabe's night drinking has turned into Dahabe's day drinking. Let's go.
Oh my gosh.
Dabe,
Oh.
such language.
Summer rolls up to the front of the keep and it's just like, let's go, losers. We're going on a pilgrimage.
Are you doing all right? I know that
Uh.
everything's very stressful, but do we need to talk? Are you okay?
Oh, we definitely need to talk. The more of the martial minded folks are recommending that we evacuate the city and send the people north. I think it's best if you're here to help us plan. I
So-
wonder.
That's the pilgrimage.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
indeed. I wonder if the matriarch will ask you to go north. But I think if there's anyone prepared to keep the faith of the people afloat, it is definitely you.
Well, I very much appreciate that. Are you meeting now? I can come over wherever you are.
Where are we?
Keep.
Yeah.
Yes, we're at the keep.
Amazing. All right. I will be there in looks at her family. I can come now. And then she'll head over.
Between the time that she leaves and she arrives, Morax seems to be kind of attentive to Valor's statement and says he has a point. Yeah, I think that we can't spare any people to head on up that way regarding guards folk. Those are trained to man the walls. Yeehaw and whatnot here.
In it.
In it.
No. Not
I was
British.
just yeehaw
No,
on this
it's
one.
it's ain't it.
Ain't it?
Ain't it?
Ain't it?
Ain't it, y'all?
I think that it'd probably be smart to head on up that way, but I was thinking it might be good too to for me to stay back. Make sure that the town's safe while you... I'll be honest, I mean, points over at Casey, you're fast as hell. The
Oh,
hobby.
I had intended on going with the people. Is my job not to be with them? It looks at the matriarch like,
No, absolutely.
of course.
And
Gate Gateneath is its people, not necessarily a place. You belong with the people.
And I will do what I can to keep them safe.
Dahabe, you can get messages back to us if anything goes wrong, right?
I definitely can. I didn't think that I would leave the tower
Well,
unattended, but I would gladly go with the people, especially if the matriarch desires it.
did you see anybody when we were fighting those folks up on the road to Urmarag that were better than you in a fight? I mean, besides me?
I suppose not.
I'll be honest. If Chris were here, it'd probably be Roman giving this speech.
Right?
I'm just kind of winging it, trying to throw in my Matt Mercer, my
Ain't
Cassidy Cole.
Oh my god.
Stretching them at
It's a real barn raiser, ain't it?
It's a real barn burner.
Oh my god. All right, so we will escort. Okay, I think at this point she would call Mikhail, because it's starting to look like the best option is going to be if we go halfway to the halfway point with the people and leave our like guards and actual fighting force here to protect the town.
Sounds good. Roman says, would you like me to stay here or travel with you? Out of character note, a DM's note. The initial intent in this discussion was Roman would have been the one that was basically seizing Morax's position as command. But since Chris isn't here, it just seems more natural to have him do that. So you can forego Roman's offer to help you, and he can stay here, or you can take him with you. I have made repercussions for either choice, so know that's true.
Okay.
It's not just a pointless choice. It is something that might have benefit one way or the other.
So some of the non-combatants are actually my brother and sister. So I feel like she would want him to come with.
Okay. Sounds good.
Which, if the whole town burns down, I'm sorry, but whatever.
At least brother and sister are safe, and honestly, yeah.
The line continues.
Yeah.
Okay. Mikhail,
And
you,
they'll have someone that can lead them. So
Mikhail, you get a ringy ding ding and are invited to the keep.
Hello?
He's really
Hi.
going for it.
Magnate, if you could please make your way to the keep at your earliest convenience. There is a matter to discuss.
No, honey, you need to come now. Not at your earliest convenience.
Okay.
Rips phone away.
Literally just like rips the stone out of her hand and is like, get your butt here now.
No,
not-
now.
Do not worry. I will be there as soon as possible.
Okay.
And I'll get my shit together. My brother's also going to be one of those non-combatants, so I'm going to want to
Yes.
see him off.
Oh
And he's
shit!
in
What about
bad
Millie?
shape.
Oh, sorry.
Oh no, go ahead.
Millie's
What about
going
who?
too.
Millie?
But Millie's like
Millie's not
bedbound,
gonna want to go. She's gonna refuse, isn't she?
but she's bedbound.
We'll wrap her up like in a little cocoon, and we'll
She's
drag
tired of
her along
someone's
with
back.
us.
That's
Like
really
a
cute.
really large
A little
toddler.
blanket cocoon, and then put her in like a wagon, and off she goes.
Okay.
She can take a nap the whole time. It's fine.
She wakes up. She's like, "Where am I?
Yeah.
Where? What is this?
Where are my romance novels?"
Oh.
No, we're sending those with her.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
So you arrive, Mikhail?
I arrive.
Wait, am I there already?
Yeah, you had arrived
Oh, okay.
first. So go ahead and if you want to engage. But I was assuming we'll just drag them all, everybody.
Yeah.
So we
No,
don't have
that's
to.
fine. All right, I'm here. What are we talking about? I missed a lot. Sorry.
She would kind of gesture to Valor, who looks like he could use a heal. And just be like, we received our report. Things are not looking great. We've been advised to evacuate non-combatants. And based on the state of things, we can't afford to send any of our fighting forces with them at this time, so we may need to escort them to safety.
He would actually forego the heal. If you tried to move over to heal him, he would back away and say no. It is fine. I am not that wounded that I require you to use your resources upon me. Save them for the road.
All right, I respect that.
We are in a situation where the sooner we leave, the better. So we will need to organize and, I guess, gather up the town and get as many people out of here as we can.
As you kind of are talking, Morax goes to speak to Valor off to the side and he says, well, sure looks like you aren't going to be doing much of your job anymore since they're all dead. So consider yourself deputized. Let's go. We got to go on a bit of a rabble rouse and make sure everybody's going ready to go as soon as possible. All right? Valor kind of...
Oh, goodness.
Well,
It's a bit sassier than Chris probably would have mustered, but I'll do it.
Yeah.
Was that at Valor?
it works.
Yeah, all the other knight errants are dead, so there's no knight erranting anymore. So you're cop now.
Nice.
Let's go.
Well, I guess that means
Yeehaw.
you don't have to pick between the knights to find a boyfriend, Vanjie.
Why are we talking about
Oh,
this right now?
I'm sorry. Don't listen to me. It's
It's the stress.
Rob-
the trauma.
Roman is arm crossed, just like looking back and forth between Dahabe, Valor, and Evangeline, just like,
It's like I've already got this one pup over here making eyeballs at her.
you know that dad getting ready to pull out the shotgun and start intimidating all the boys. Look, yeah, he's doing that, but he's not acting on it. But you can it's an easy read. It's not a hard read.
It's a
there.
vibe.
Summer
Okay.
Summer will talk him into it.
Yeah. They leave, Valor and Moirax, presumably to start kind of getting everybody who will be mustered. Mustard.
Mustard.
Mustard on bratwurst.
It's like it's like
Yeah.
phrasing, but like a different kind of phrasing.
Yeah.
Ooh,
I don't know
rashlet
about-
with mustard and gherkins and sauerkraut.
Yes,
That's good
gherkins.
stuff. This is good. This is good.
Oh my god, he's really going for it.
I love it.
I
I have
speak
made
like
my
a
own
Janarin.
sauerkraut before. It hurts. You just mash it with your hands.
Leaving you amongst yourself,
Ah.
Roman says he'll muster the non-combatants from inside the keep and leaves you kind of all to yourselves. Sans Moirax, of course.
Okay.
Well, things have really escalated, haven't they?
A bit.
So you want me to go with you?
I think we should all go. Valor said that if we what was it? Like if we lead them halfway to
Guard.
Macard, they'll be past the potential enemy line and we can return to defend the town.
It'll take about a day's worth of travel to get to Macard. It'll take a half day to get to the point that Valor suggested would be safe.
Okay.
And so that means that whoever's escorting will hit that point, turn around, be back by nightfall.
Okay.
If you leave in the morning.
But if we leave now, we'll be back by tomorrow afternoon.
It's probably not going to be the case that you're going to leave immediately because the people still need to.
Pack.
Yeah.
We need to get ready. Yeah.
And it's probably not the best plan to force push the march of citizens, despite.
In the dark. Yeah.
Yeah, you can. I'm not saying you can't.
Uh,
It's absolutely an option. You can do whatever you want. You're the boss.
no. The call will be we're leaving at
First light.
dawn. Yeah. First light.
Okay.
So how are we disseminating that message now?
It would be being done by Morax and
Yeah. The
Roman.
guard.
Okay,
or
gotcha.
and Valor.
Okay. Preparations need to be made. We need supplies, secure families. Obviously, your loved ones and friends, I want to make sure that they're out. My own family as well. The least amount of collateral damage as possible as we defend the town. And if the people survive, they can always come back.
The town has rebuilt before, and it will rebuild again.
That's the hope.
I recommend that we have the refugees bring livestock with them, and we leave a small amount of provisions for the defending forces.
He's really going for it.
Okay.
I love
I
it.
think that was like a combination of Friday voice and Tuesday voice just smooshed together.
Yes,
I love it.
it was. My Russian is not as good as Zach's Russian, but it not half bad.
I love it though.
Yeah,
all we
no, I
ask
love
for.
it.
Yeah.
Hard commitment.
Yeah. That's all that matters.
It just took 12 sessions or 11
I
sessions.
know it took a bunch
Yeah.
of sessions. Yeah. I just figured out I just have to do it, you know.
Yeah.
Better late than never is what I think
Yeah.
about those sort of things.
You bet.
We don't want to deplete our resources too much here. If we end up being sieged, we need
It is smart to keep enough for you. Those who are leaving on this pilgrimage, is that what you called it, Dahabe?
The hub is like,
Pilgrimage.
yeah, we'll
They
call
can-
it that.
They won't need as many
Right.
resources as we'll need here. Because we can't really go out and get
Mhm.
stuff if
Yes, this is true.
we're surrounded, you know?
Yes, but we leave lots of dry provisions, that type of stuff. But I'm thinking they bring livestock with them because if it's here, it will just be killed or it won't be properly looked after.
That is very true.
It just
But
depends. We don't
should
want it to slow
leave
down.
Some.
Yeah.
Right? Maybe not cows; they too slow, but maybe goats and sheep, alpacas.
They
Llamas?
can't be llama.
Llamas. Love
Llamas.
it.
Llama.
Love it.
Llama, llama, llama.
He said alpaca.
Alpaca.
Yeah, it's
I'll
not
pack
right.
my bags.
Ha-ha!
We're leaving in the morning.
There you go. I knew you'd be for that.
John's gonna be so glad to get rid of me for at least one game.
wait. If I'm not careful, he'll ask me to go with you. So
imagine
trying to
like
get
a
rid of me.
Kevin, Elizabeth, and Andy on the same game.
Josh.
making
Plus
dad
Josh.
jokes.
yeah, but
And
Josh, but Andy's a straight man.
And-
He's usually real,
Well, no. Then Zach.
He has the dry humor.
Yeah.
I'll just be angry.
Zach would be my 5th player, and Tom would be my 6th player because they're the 2 people I want to suffer with me.
Which Zach though? Fenoff or
This Zach here.
This
No.
Zach.
Zach.
All right.
No.
The
Yeah.
one that rolls.
Zach would
sides.
love it.
No,
Like
only
Joe.
a little tiny piece of my soul dies every time we have to get one of those puns. Only a little tiny piece.
Only a
I've
tiny
got
piece.
plenty to give. It's fine.
You were really.
I,
You worked
I
in theater.
apologize for the look on my face, but I'm okay. Trust me.
You did survive the theater for a while, so
Oh, a long time.
I
Yeah.
apologize for my face.
I apologize for my face. It's resting bitch face.
Yeah. It's
Um,
an involuntary eye roll.
Oh wait, it blurs it out. I'm gonna post it in the. Someone gave me a coaster.
Oh.
It says, "Sorry, did I roll my eyes out loud?" It's my favorite. Anyways, yes, we should take some, but not all.
Okay.
So who is going to lead the rest after the majority turns around? Or the combatants turn around?
At it.
Well, you do need to keep tabs on what's going on here. Write it down for history.
Yeah.
I think we need
My-
somebody who. Oh, go ahead.
My place is wherever the matriarch is. That's it.
And my place is in Gateneys. Casey, I guess. No, I don't know.
Casey is the mayor. He should also stay here. This is his home for longer than anyone that I know has been around. I could go, but you also still need healers here.
That is true. Um. Yeah. I don't know that she knows like what to do in this situation as far as picking which one of you leaves.
Yes, I think if I may,
Seeing the struggle on her face, I think Casey would step up and they'd say, "This is not a decision that needs to be made at this moment. If we need to take the evening, get ourselves prepared, and reconvene in the morning, you have time to think on this, my lady.
Okay.
Let us go. Let us make our preparations. I believe we all have plenty of work to do.
All right.
Thank you." They bow and they turn and like Sonic out the door. They're like full speed.
Drop down on their
They
sides.
got
Start
yeah,
spinning.
you see like they like filled up the dash roll. Just they gotta get to Aspen like
Yeah.
so quick. They have to get to Aspen and start running emergency evac shit. Like their plan D is happening.
Yeah.
You know?
Okay.
And
Good
Espen's
point.
the one who runs it.
Yeah. So Evangeline would kind of dismiss everyone to, settle their affairs, figure out what they need to do, and do the same, I guess.
Yeah, Roman has the staff of the keep has been made aware of the situation, as have the other members of the family, and it seems that most of the staff are staying, but the teacher, the mentor,
Yeah.
and your siblings will be going.
Okay. Good.
Are we split up?
Yeah. So if you want
Okay.
to engage with elements in the town, I mean, just feel free to start talking, and I'll explain to you what happens next.
So they ran straight to Espen at the mayor's office. That's
Okay.
where Casey's going straight to.
Yeah, you inform them, and they're like, "Yeah, figured. I'm staying."
I assume you're staying?
Yeah.
You're not going to travel with the townsfolk this evening?
No. I was born and bred for fighting. I didn't do it because it's so stereotypical, boring. I literally have magical, arcane weaponry on my head.
Of course. That's why I thought you'd be good to protect the townsfolk on our travel.
Oh, I'm not going with you. No, I'm staying here.
That's fair.
I'm not
It'll be
very.
useful either way.
Not very fast. You're very fast.
That's true. You never liked to travel far.
No, it sucks.
Of course. But,
A strong wind gets a hold of me, and I'm floating off. You're having to chase me. You have to tie something to me to keep me close.
well, that's because you refuse to work hard against the wind. Not because you can't.
Well, whatever.
So,
If you are floating because of hot air that fills your And he names the beholder organ that is used for that purpose. And he says, if you had one and it was filled all the time, you would find it hard pressed to fight against things as well.
I suppose I wouldn't know. That's fair, and I grant you it. So, if there's anything that needs to be prepared for the townsfolk, any documentation, things that they need for the travels into,
Not much of the literature
Back
here. Not much of the literature here is important to anything but the town and our purposes. There's no record needed here. I assume the lore master will probably have books and tomes that she'll want to push on, but so much the better. I know that a number of my guild will probably be heading out. It's fine. And I know a number of the other guilds will probably be likewise set to head up that way.
do you know of any that might stay?
Laborers.
They could be useful.
I already talked to Eric about it.
Excellent. Any of the masons?
Still hard at work on the walls. A lot of the
Have you considered any of them volunteering to stay?
well, I don't think they're going to be leaving. They're very hard pressed
Of
with their
course.
work. It
Of
seems
course.
that Roman's idea to just willy-nilly put spears about upset them, and so they started boring out holes and securing the spears more firmly and cementing them into place.
It's a good call. They're likely to last longer. Excellent.
Did you want me to go with you? I mean, I don't really want to.
That's okay. I'll be back before the following day.
Okay.
I can survive a single eve.
All right. And anything else?
I think that's it. No. That's okay. It's good to know the laborers are staying with the masons.
Right. At least
Sounds like
some
they're
of them.
smart to boot.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Mikhail would want to go talk to his household, and I kind of have an idea what people would probably do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When you start speaking to the nurse, he says, based on what I was hearing in town, I assume this was probably going to be the case, but I can tell you, my lord Vine, that your brother's not capable of making the travel. I suggest that if he were to be taken from the estate into the elements, it's more than likely that he would die.
And you could see my face is like totally drops because I was thinking, I would get people to take him and he'd be all right and he would live and everything. But I'm like, this is wise. I did not think, but he has been sick off and on very badly lately. So
He's only just now getting slightly better, but I don't think he will fare well outside. I will tell you this. I have no desires to travel to the small towns to the north, nor do I have any desire of dying. I assume that the matriarch will be attempting to put forward a defense of the town.
Yes, but what I fear is that if we are overrun, anybody who stays behind will be treated very unfairly, and that will be. I do not want them to string up my brother or to harm you in any way. So
I will ensure that your brother is not harmed by anyone.
that's code for.
I'll do the deed.
That's code for she'll do the deed.
With the pillow, like,
Yeah, what I say, you must escape. If it comes to that, you must hide or escape. You know the places. You have been to the winery enough times. You know the places that you can hide in the winery. So you must hide and escape. The tunnels under the city are also under the town or another good idea to try to go to. I think we will try to set up something for an escape method for people. But
She
yes,
says, if the matriarch's plans fall apart and defense is not going very well, I can assure you that they will not capture me alive.
great, great. That is what I would want. That is all I could ask. And just to not be uncool about this, but I mean, if I also wanted to talk to like Adam Grape Crusher, he's my
Yep.
my winemaker, like he's like one of the main guys.
Yeah, he's.
I'm thinking he wouldn't leave. Probably he's a dwarf. He probably would be
Oh.
like, I'm not leaving. They'd have to kill me to get me to leave.
Wrong. He's ready to go.
Oh, is he ready to go?
Yeah,
Sweet. That's good though.
He's explaining to you he's like, yeah, I've been able to take some of the choice vintages, and we should be able to pack them on mule. The laborers, unfortunately, aren't going to be going, so it's going to be just a bit of a carry for us. So, but we've got some pack animals. It should be fine. And the name line will continue on beyond today, to be certain. Are you staying?
Yes, I feel that as a member of the council, it is my duty to stay behind with the matriarch and to help defend at all costs. But I am glad that you are leaving. Please take the recipes with you.
Of
I do
course.
not want them to fall into enemy hands. Or another thing you could do is if you do not want to take them, or if we have copies, I don't know if we have copies, you could hide them underneath the vintner house and under the floorboards type thing, just to be a jerk. I don't want the enemy to get them. And then I'm thinking, what about the helper, the Bedrick Duvine, who's Kennelborn? He's like the helper. Would he stay, or I think
He's also going to be leaving.
he would also leave, wouldn't he? And then my butler, who's Margaret, she would be leaving too. I'm sure.
She's
right?
not leaving.
She's not leaving. Is it just because she's old and stuff like that?
She's
or-
still loyal to your brother.
Okay. Oh, okay. Shit, man, that's really nice. So basically, Kaylin, which is his nurse, the Margaret and him are all going to be staying behind in
In the house.
Okay. Well, wait a minute. This is what I am going to say though. I'm going to talk to Kaylin. Is it possible if we move my brother inside the walls into the vineyard? Is that possible? Do you think is he healthy enough to do that? Because that would at least offer you guys more time. If we are attacked.
I will work through the night to secure. If you grant me access to the winery, I'll work through the night to ensure I can duplicate his environment there, and I will move him myself tomorrow. First light.
Yes, that would be great. I think other people who are staying behind will be staying inside the walls because
It makes
offers
sense.
more protection.
I assume there will be a place inside of the Grand Hall of Revelry, so it shouldn't pose a problem. I'll get to it right away.
Yes, thank you. Anything you need, ask me. I will get it.
Of course. You go through the process of helping her get through anything. Is there anything else you wanted to engage with in the estate?
I don't think so. That was my major focus would be, my brother and then all the people that work and stuff. So it sounds like we got that all figured out. Who's
Okay.
staying and who's going. So that is good. We have much tolerance. That's a Russian word I practiced. I don't know why. You never say that word. Who says that word?
He's really going for it.
I'm going for it.
10 out of 10.
Freedom of democracy.
That you can't say that in Russian.
Yeah, you can't say that. That's true. All of our Russian people who watch this will be very disappointed in what you are saying, Elizabeth.
They do have a democracy, don't you know? So anyways, moving on. Off the politics, because this game is nothing about politics. This game
That's
has
right. We have
nothing
no
to
politics.
do with
Okay.
politics whatsoever.
What about your
I think
100
Summer
children?
would round up her family.
Okay. And they're all just kind of aware of what's going on, just based on overhearing your call earlier. since you were
Yeah.
staring at your family, like, I gotta get away from him.
More of like a, you're fine, right? All
Yeah.
right, let's go.
So would you
She's
like
a
to?
notorious micromanager, so and like she knows it for better or for worse. Um, so as you all know, the non-combatants are moving north. We're going in the morning, I think, maybe. But I also think that some of us need to stay here as well to help heal those who are fighting and defending our amazing town. But some of us will need to leave to help make sure that they travel safely.
Okay. Who? This would probably be Violet at the brothel still, probably, right?
Yeah, it was kind of unclear on whether I had taken her out of the brothel
Well, it's up to
during
you
the
now then.
trap stuff.
Oh, because again, she'd probably be the one who spoke up the first, but if she's not here, then she probably would be able to talk on
Right.
it. Is she back then, since like there's no worry about the brothel anymore?
Sure.
Okay, then she would basically be the first one to speak up on it and say, "Are you suggesting we all stay, or are you expecting volunteers?"
Well, I'm really not sure. I know that you all are very capable. I know that I am a little overbearing, but I'm your mother.
And this would be Dahlia speaking up, and she'd say, "And you're planning on leaving some of us behind?"
Temporarily. Understand that, or I can stay behind and you go.
None of us know the way. Why would we replace you? You're a wayfinder. We're not. Dahlia being kind of like belligerent, and Gertie just says, "I'll stay. It's fine. You go. You all go. Everybody else go. I can do it. I can do it. It's fine. I've got a bunch of potions. I can heal them for as long as they're dying out there. I guess it's fine. It's okay."
Are you sure?
No,
Sky will, I mean, Sky will stay with you, Gertie.
I will. Sky says.
Sky, you're married to Gertie. I just want to remind you that.
No, I'm
And
no. Sky says,
I also would like to remind you that I don't have grandchildren yet.
I'm aware. What? Wait. Do you want me to heal her? I'm kind of getting mixed signals here. Gertie kind of reaches over and like grabs a hold of his ear to like just like pull him, and he doesn't like let out a whimper or anything. He just kind of and the two of them just go silent. Gertie nods, like, "We've got it. Don't worry about it."
Well, the plan is to lead at least halfway, and then some will turn around and come back. It's just a matter of who is continuing and who's coming back right now. Or maybe we all stay. But I do think that more than who are currently going do need to travel onward.
Violet says, "With everything that's been happening, and I'm happy to go. I would. I'd like to get as far away from the capital as possible." based on everything that I was being told by the folks over at Lilith's.
Or Lilith leaving too.
They
I
already
feel
left.
like they should. Honestly, that's the smartest thing. I don't blame her at all. I'll miss her.
They said something about a pass up in Macard that leads down to an old gnomish city. At least that's what they said. I don't know the way or anything, but maybe someone in Macard knows.
I'm sure they would.
Hmm.
Does it sound familiar to Summer? No. Okay.
Also forest gnome, yeah. So underground dwellings are not really. You'd presume that if it is
Fair.
something, it's not going to be a rock gnome based on like depth, because it's probably going to be Svirfneblin.
Yeah.
Deep gnomes.
Woohoo!
Hope it's not infested with dragons.
We already have a dragon.
But we need it to fight the Denisattvans, not to fight more dragons.
Or we could recruit more dragons.
I hope it is infested with dragons then.
You know, if anyone were to recruit dragons, it's Summer.
Yeah.
Well, we definitely need to talk to the people of Macard then. You know what? I'll at least go to Macard and see what they have there. And then report back.
Okay. Anything else that you want to muster with the family here?
We also should definitely start brewing some more potions because we are going to need it.
With the amount of time remaining, only like a couple could be kind of distilled and before the
Oh,
morning.
well, I mean for in the city walls.
Oh, right. What I mean to say is like the majority of your apothecaries will be leaving with you.
Mhm.
Gertie and Sky, only Gertie can make potions, so she'll be able to continue to replenish, but it won't be like the stock. What I'm saying is that if Violet and the others were to kind of work through the night at doing that, they could probably muster like a handful of them for the town before they leave. Is what I mean.
Yeah.
Plus the stockpile that's already present.
Yeah.
Which is
Honest-
sizable.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Summer would I think that's still smart to give her still a little bit of a
boost.
yeah.
I get you.
Any boost is good.
Absolutely.
Every penny counts.
Every potion counts.
All right, but that's it.
Okay.
And she'll help as much as she can
Cool.
while packing.
It leaves just Ijo, I think. Mm.
A magpie.
Oh, right. Well, I think most of her stuff
Magpie's AFK. Okay.
Yeah, I think her stuff was mustard anyways, what with
Okay. Oh my god. Mustard.
Delicious.
Okay, so Dahabe will run up into the tower. And okay, so here's my to-do list. To-do list 1 is to gather up a couple of like field guides that will give the refugees an advantage like on trying to survive out in the woods.
Okay.
Like if there's like a hey, don't eat this poison berry, do eat this other mushroom kind of guide. I'm sure it's around here somewhere.
Okay.
Plus any other like that kind of thing. Like maybe 2, 3 or 4 books that I can hand off to whoever is, you know, elected leader of the pilgrimage. And then I also need to check in with Millie.
Yeah, so the doors, there's no real doors present inside.
Well, she's
the tower.
knocking on the door jam, like on the door.
Or the stairs, yeah.
Yeah, or whatever.
No response.
If Millie died in the night, I'm gonna be so fucking mad. Is she there?
No response.
Do I see her there when I
Oh,
go in there?
You go in? Yeah,
Yeah.
She's laying there. Motionless.
Oh no.
She has a smile on her face.
Oh no.
Do you move in to check and see it get any closer?
Yeah. I would try to take her pulse.
Make a medicine check.
That's 22.
As you kind of settle in and place your fingers there, you know that she's kind of got like a pretty heavy amount of skin, and hair, and you kind of have to kind of get in there and like get to the pulse, and you're at first you're kind of like sweat kind of dripping on your brow, and you're pretty sure there's no pulse. Then you feel just like a light kind of beat, and you hear come from underneath the covers. She smiles wider. It smells like a fart.
Millie! Oh, what the fuck?
She gotta-
Millie?
She kind of gets
Oh.
This is what I come back to.
she gets startled, and she kind of like, what? What are you doing?
Oh,
God,
God.
that reminds me of
Okay.
my old dog who used to wake himself up from sleep.
My dog, I swear to God, does that because like he'll be like dead ass asleep and just like flail awake and then spin in a circle and stare at his butt.
Yep. It's because
Like,
he farted.
literally, Millie is like the old ass dog that I never asked for that I have right now.
Oh my god.
Oh,
oh.
Millie. Okay, you're okay. Are you okay? Okay.
Yeah,
Millie,
okay,
they're-
what?
They're evacuating the town. The Denisatmans are coming, and there's no recourse but to evacuate. I have to wrap you up in some sheets.
You see her pull out a wand and point it at you. Get the fuck away from me. Not going anywhere. You were
Okay.
charged with taking care of me, and I was charged with teaching you. You think I'm gonna pass up an opportunity like a massive combat happening on our doorstep? Just because
Well-
I'm bedridden and I sometimes piss myself doesn't mean I can't help.
Well,
Love
obviously,
belligerent old people.
What the fuck are
that's
you
why
What the fuck are you holding there in your hand?
nothing.
A
Wait,
field
what am I
manual?
holding?
A field manual?
Oh, okay. Oh, well, yes,
You
for
You
the
chose
refugees.
You chose an advanced document for rangers and wayfinders. Do you think some peasant schmuck who can barely read is going to be able to decipher the techniques inside of that book?
Not the peasants. There's like some educated, literate people going to. Everyone is evacuating, including the school teacher and the church people.
I guarantee you they're going to use it for kindling. That's what's going to happen. You're handing them paper, very flammable paper, and they're going to look at it and they're going to say, oh, look at these words. Most of them are in Elvish. And they're going to burn the book. They're going to burn the book. And you're going to give that to them. And you're going to be like, take this. It's going to help you. Remember the first time you were here and I handed you a book and how stupid you looked? It's going to be the same.
Okay, Naja.
The woman was too stunned to speak. Oh,
Millie, Jesus.
I'm willing to take the chance. If it keeps one ignorant, flea-ridden peasant from starving to death in the night, then it'll have been worth it. But
okay, hold on.
I don't need this. I don't need this right now. Here,
hold
they
on.
might need it later.
Hold
What,
on.
Millie?
She sets her book down, which you notice is on the very last page, which means she's probably finished it. She kind of reaches over and grabs a piece of like a stack of paper that's just kind of blank
Mhm.
note paper. Kind of
Mhm.
starts etching some words down and some numbers, and then hands that to you.
Mhm.
That floor, that shelf, that book. Give them that instead. It's not something you would think that they would need, but I assure you it'll be helpful to them.
If it's a book of Mad Libs, I'm gonna fucking just rage quit. Anyway, okay.
What do
It
you
wasn't-
think
All right,
he?
Millie.
that 100% wasn't my plan, but like it's all I can think about doing now. Like,
Because that's what they probably need to like keep their spirits up. But okay, so
It's her
all
favorite
right,
romance novel.
all right, Millie. So you're not evacuating, obviously. You're staying with the tower.
yeah.
I have to go with the matriarch. They are leading the pilgrimage out of the city.
I thought you said she
Don't
was
make
going-
that face.
I thought you said she was going to stay here and fight.
She's coming back.
Oh, so you're coming back.
We are coming back, but I'm going with her
Yeah.
into the
what's that
woods.
cute little scribe you had around here during that time where you're being all weird and like stealthy for whatever reason?
Oh my god. I have his name. Where'd it go?
Vladimir? Demir.
Matri.
Dimitri.
Dimitri.
Oh, Dimitri. Yes. What about Dimitri?
Have him come over while you're gone. I need someone to be able to watch.
Okay, of course, Millie.
Might as well be a door.
Agreed. Don't get any disgusting ideas from those smutty books you read about Dimitri.
You have zero tact, Dabe. Zero tact
Um,
whatsoever.
So, also, if you're hoarding any, if you've been hoarding
Why
any
would I help you
spell
with
scrolls-
anything? Crushing an old woman's dream with your don't get any ideas. What do you want from me now? She throws the wand at you. Take that. That'll probably help, I guess. maybe.
Okay. Well, if you're hoarding any other scrolls up here,
No.
all right,
Just the wand.
I'll take the wand, Millie.
I probably have to
Please.
spend some time with it to figure it out. But the command word is Dahabe.
That's weird.
What? You've never used a friend's name as your password to any magical items before? Oh, you haven't made any magical
No.
items. That's right. You're still a little
You
ba-
bitch.
You're still a little baby, singing songs, getting field
Oh.
manuals.
Wizards. Okay. All right, Millie. I'm glad you are as fiery as normal.
Hurry back.
Glad you're not dead, I think. And I will see you when I get back.
She says, "Hurry back," and it you definitely sounds like kind of like just like dismissive, but you also
Mhm.
hear like there's a pang of like she'll genuinely miss you.
Yeah.
When you go down to inspect the notes and such, you see that it's it's a very thin book, and on the outside of it, it says "Beginner's Guide to Starting a Fire."
Oh my god.
You open it up, and it's very well illustrated. Very, very, very simple to follow. Like just Babytown frolics, like how to actually start a fire without any form of tool.
That's my favorite. I want one.
We need that.
She's like,
They're gonna need that.
I'm gonna design one and then I'm gonna sell it on Etsy.
Oh.
I'm gonna make millions.
she did not miss. Okay. Anything else that needs to be settled for the evening?
No.
So, in the morning, around 120 or so people have mustered because the session is the mustered session. They've gathered and are prepared to leave. They have been instructed by Morax and Valor that the place that they will be leaving through is Bjorkman's home. They'll be exiting out of the Underkeep, through the North Pass, and then out of the town beyond. You will then begin your journey out that way, so that if anyone is watching the city or town at current, they won't see a massive force exit on the north side and then attempt to ambush it out in the road. You travel a massive force for some time on.
Hey, can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Does 100 people or so seem like the right amount? Like, are a lot of people staying behind? Or, I mean, I know some people are going to be staying behind, but
So what you'll note is that there are some people who are staying behind. Quite a few. Quite a few people who are staying behind. It's explained to you by Moirax that there were some people who have decided to, instead of leaving with you, leave of their own accord and kind of go up into the kind of seaside mountainous area where those small houses, the rich people houses, were located.
oh, right.
Other
Right.
people have stated that they are going to make their way around Mount Urmarag to the coves there on the other side and just hide away, like not in exactly a safe place, but over there. Very small number of people on that side of it, and then a couple more still have decided to head south to Kala by the sea. And Morax was not like keen on telling them they can't, but he did make sure that they were aware that that wasn't the best course of action. Despite that, some of them have friends or family in the town of Kala and decided that that's where they're going to go. So I would say that 120 people is probably about a third of what you'd expected of non-combatants. The rest have kind of disseminated elsewhere. And some of them didn't come back in from the initial call either, so are still kind of out in their farmhouses doing their own thing.
Okay, thanks.
Good question. But yeah, if there's no other inquiries about kind of what's happening there, it ends up coming to a point where the group has exited out of the tunnel and you start making your way north on the actual road. The travel is not terrible. It's not harsh. The weather's actually quite good comparatively. It's nice and quaint, but probably tense for you as you're kind of keeping an eye out. Is there any kind of scouting plan for the party? Any kind of engagements or like roles that you want to fill in this process? Is anyone keeping to the front or back of the groups? There are pack animals and some wagons. It's very much just kind of a tightly kind of clustered group of 100 or so people, kind of in wagons, pulling carts, etc.
Is the matriarch on a cart?
That's the matriarch.
Um,
She has a horse.
yeah, I would probably be on a horse.
Okay, then I would ride with the matriarch on my own horse.
Okay.
So, are the rest of us riding on horses then? Because I think we've been on
Probably.
horses before. So, yeah. What do you
Okay.
guys think? Should we have somebody in specific in our group waiting in the back, or just like guards, and then they can ride up if there's a problem or whatever? That's what I think we should do. Everybody in this group ride in front, and then if there's a problem, a guard can ride up from the back.
We
Do
don't.
we don't have,
have
a
any
guard. There
guards
are
with
Oh,
us.
guards.
you're right.
We
Yeah.
are the guards.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah.
That's a good point. We don't have any guards.
I
Yeah.
think Summer would be towards the front just for
Religious
kind of
reasons.
scouting.
Oh. The pilgrimage. We're on a pilgrimage.
Yeah,
So
I
what?
mean,
partly for scouting and just keeping an eye on like where we're headed and absolutely checking the weather.
So a couple things that you'll note is that as you're kind of progressing, being a bit of a wayfinder and having probably traveled these roads, not recently, but in the past, you know that this time of year there is kind of an influx of streams that weren't present, where they kind of have like a bit of runoff from different points, higher points in the area. So streams that form and kind of wash away roads or will kind of cause problems for passage. The other thing you'll note is that the path between Gateneath and Macard is not a heavily traveled one. Macard kind of keeps to itself. It is very much just kind of a backwater that doesn't really trade with anybody. So the roads aren't very well maintained either at a certain point. And this certain point would be about where Valor kind of suggested that this dense portion of the forest is probably where the Denisovans would probably try to maneuver due to the guerrilla tactics that were on display when he and other knights errant engaged with them. So you would notice that up ahead, it does look like the path kind of narrows and moves through dense foliage. It does look like there's a bit of stream water kind of moving about, a large kind of cairn of rocks on the eastern side of the road. And from what you can tell, just from a distance, kind of looking in at the forest in this kind of position here, this is probably a very sound point for an ambush, if one were to exist. And also it's such a narrow point that you'd be single file kind of moving through, or like one wagon at a time moving through. So it'd be hard to kind of...
Are there animals around?
Well, you have pack animals, but do you mean like animals?
Like wild?
Yeah, I'd say birds are probably common.
All right.
Best
I
spell in the game.
yeah. Speak with animals, please.
Okay. You find a sparrow easily enough,
Mm.
and you cast the spell.
In whatever way, I guess I know how to communicate with this bird. Tweet, tweet. um, that's a great sparrow.
See?
So, have you seen any long-armed
Seed?
people in the area?
Seed?
Seed? Oh,
Seed?
does anyone have seeds or
Violet
grains?
kind of walks over and like pours some like trail mix into your hand.
Perfect.
Seed?
Holds it out. So, sweetie, have you seen any strange people around, or
Yeah.
long arm people? Like other than us?
Oh. Yeah.
Yeah? Are they up ahead?
Yeah.
Oh, you are the best. Thank you so much.
Seed.
Gets more from Violet and like puts it on like a tree stump or something. You and your friends enjoy.
Couple more come over.
Yeah.
There's like a squirrel off the like kind of like looking over like
Throws a peanut.
chases it, tail goes whoosh, 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 whoosh. Grabs it, runs off into a tree.
Yeah.
But according to the bird and the others kind of present, there does sound like there might be an enemy camp ahead.
Mm-hmm. So turning to the others. So we definitely need to be more on guard than typical. Our little bird friends and Mr. Squirrel over there. They saw some weird long-armed people, so I'm guessing that's probably who we're needing to keep an eye out for. We can either go straight ahead where the path narrows a lot, or we will have to abandon some things for sure. And go through the forest off the path, or a number of us looks at the council. We could go ahead and make sure that the path is clear for the others. I think that's probably the best though.
Yes, Summer, my friend. I volunteered to go and investigate. I could sneak up. I could ride my horse for a little bit because horse don't make that much noise, and then I could get off and tie it to a tree and sneak ahead and see if there is a camp and do something like that.
I think that's a great idea, but I also don't want you to go all on your lonesome. You're very capable, but I also don't want anything to happen to you.
I-
So I think we should go.
I see what you say, but if we go together, we will make more noise. That is only problem. I guess what we could do, and we could do something in between. We could go together, and then
Up
when we
to a
stop,
certain
and I
point.
could sneak up a little bit further, and
Call to us if
take a
you need
look.
help.
Yes, take a look. Something
I
like that.
love that idea. Let's
By the
do
way,
that
what
one.
is long-armed person? What do you mean by this?
That's the Denisotmans. Their arms are a little longer than ours.
Is that true?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, it is true.
Okay, because I thought,
Like out of character.
I
it's
thought
true.
you were describing like a human, and you just say a long arm person, like
So-
to a bird. Like that's going to be what they think of when they
It
see
was
a
meant-
person as a long.
It was
arm.
mentioned a couple of times. I just want to make sure everyone's clear on it. A Denisotvan is just like a Janaran human, except that their arms are quite a bit longer than a regular person's. If you've played like a Dark Souls, Bloodborne, Elden Ring, any of those games, you'll kind of notice that there are certain people that have kind of like longer arms than the regular human, like when stood kind of next to just a regular human. Instead of going down to like the waist and kind of thigh area, it almost like goes down to the knee, just standing tall. They have longer forearms and stronger forearms. It's a kind of known trait amongst the Denisotvans that they are very capable warriors because of
Like-
this.
Kind of like Popeye.
Yeah, just like Popeye.
No, Popeye. That's what I said.
No, you don't want that. You'll get the. That's not good.
Oh, Popeye. That's just what I am saying.
You don't want that. You definitely don't want that.
Wow.
Uh,
I'm having fun. Are you having fun?
I'm having so much fun.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
so, I can help you on your reconnaissance. I can make you invisible for a time.
Great idea.
That would be a huge advantage for sure. But
And I
they
can give
won't hear
you
me.
a little bit of guidance.
Awesome. You are a good friend.
No, you.
No, you.
Oh
Now we
my
start doing this.
god, what is
We
happening?
start doing like slap fighting.
Wait, so you are going alone?
No, I think we'll go together for a while, but then if once we think we're getting closer, we'll all exit and then I'll sneak up ahead.
All right,
A
Well,
little
this will
way.
last an hour, so
Yeah, that would be cool. Like you could cast it actually right when we stop, and then I'll sneak up. That's what I'm thinking. Like
Alright.
kind of like maybe I don't know, a couple 100 feet on my own or whatever, because then they won't see you guys, and they won't
Yeah.
hear me coming. Hopefully, and we can catch them in a like in a camp or whatever. They probably have crazy parties in their camp. That's what I'm thinking.
They're not elves.
They're not elves. Well, true. That's true. That would be like Tolkien crazy
Yeah.
parties. But
I don't know if you heard about the parties in Mirkwood, but
oh yeah, they were crazy. That's true. They kept looking for the crazy party and then it would disappear.
yeah,
Interesting.
they know how to party and they know how to keep their party secret. It must be good.
They must be good. Yeah. All right. So that's our plan, at least, John. Hopefully it works.
Rough.
Luckily, I
Rough
just
plan.
became an expert at stealth. So I got even better at it.
So as you can see, the path ahead seems to kind of run narrow. you can see that there is a wagon pass, but like I said, it would be a single file situation, what with the rough kind of shod nature of the sides of the road. The streams that I mentioned look like they are dry, but it looks like they are recently dry. So that area that's kind of like a bluish in color is a bit damp, but it's also a bit muddy. So it'd be hard to kind of traverse those parts that are kind of clearing over the pass directly. You'd kind of need to move across them a little bit more slowly, even more so with like a wagon, cart, or what have you. Bear with me here. I'm having roll 20 complications. Such is the case every night. A good note is I think it's power supply related. And I get a new one tomorrow. So
Well, let me give you a little hint here. If you roll 20 every night, it just starts to get old. So you got to keep it special, you know. Like
Right.
every Tuesday with us, that's good.
all right, cancel all my other games. Keep this one. Bye, Elizabeth.
There you go. Sorry, Elizabeth. You're getting booted.
You heard him. But yeah, I don't know if you can see the map. Mine's definitely exploding.
Looks good to me.
Cool to me, yeah.
You should be able to see the majority of it. It definitely looks like to Summer on initial kind of inspection that the camp. There is a camp site that appears to be kind of present over and to the side there.
So is that area kind of up higher and there's kind of like rocks, you know? Is that what we're seeing there?
Correct.
Okay. So how much higher would you say that is? Is that like 20 feet or 50 feet or, you know, just rough estimate?
About 25 feet.
Okay. That's still pretty high over where we are. So I'm thinking, guys, at this point, we might want to turn me invisible. I'll get off my horse and I'll just like sneak up there and see like how many people are there, what they're doing, what they're having for camp food, because that's important. Like we may want to attack them and take their camp food if they're having s'mores or something.
Yes.
That part, I'm kidding. But
Yep. Let's murder them all for the s'mores.
have you had s'mores?
Agreed.
They're pretty good. So, no, how about I sneak up at this point? What do you all say? I look
The
at
Habe
everybody.
goes bing, bing, bing with
Oh.
her finger symbols, and you like
Oh, so
disappear.
sweet. That's
Romand
Love it.
stays a distance back, keeping between the party and the large grouping. He says that if something calls for you to retreat, you'll
Oh.
raise the signal, then he'll rush back and push them backwards.
Okay.
I have the owl too. I can just send in my familiar and get a look on it without risking Kevin's
That's-
invisibility, if that's easier.
The problem is Owl could tell you. Oh, you can look through the owl's eyes, right? Okay, well, yeah, I guess we could do that then. Kind of want to retcon that and say I didn't turn invisible yet.
Did I give you? Have I given you an L token before?
I don't think so, because I don't think I've even used the owl.
Who?
Okay, hold on.
Ooh, ooh,
Who
ooh,
did you give an owl token to? Right?
ooh.
Who?
You know what? I'm out.
Send Kevin to Friday as well.
Out.
Mm.
We've driven Shijo out of here. Boy, that wasn't very hard, actually. That was too easy. I don't want to drive anybody out of here. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry.
You should have an L in your thing now, and it should be out on the board.
I don't see it. Do you see it?
Oh,
I don't see the owl on the board.
there it is.
I have the owl.
There you go.
Sorry.
Yeah,
So cool.
you right here.
Yeah, so looking through Owl's eyes as it kind of moves up this way to get a look over.
Make a perception
Yeah.
roll.
Make a what?
Perception roll.
Perceive.
Let me know what you got.
12.
Okay. So you're kind of focused, flying over in that direction. The group doesn't really see anything from this distance because the foliage is kind of blocking the way. And then the vision goes dark.
The
Someone
owl
shoot the
vision.
Or the owl.
The owl's dead. Yeah. Remove the token.
Wait, just one question here. How does Casey have an owl? Is it a familiar or what's the deal? Like I didn't.
It's find familiar. It's a spell.
What's your class?
I have magic initiate.
Oh, okay. I was trying to figure that out.
Good shit.
But you're a monk, right?
Yeah, you can take the
Initiate
feet.
is a feat,
Yeah, but it's a feat. Okay, cool. I was just thinking like,
but I am a
wow.
way of the shadow monk. To answer your question about my
Aha.
class.
Okay, because the people who watch this, they really want to know. They want to know these things. So that's why I want you guys to talk about. I'm trying to bring
You're
you
asking-
guys out.
You're asking the real questions.
Yeah, I'm asking the real question that people want
Right.
to know.
That's why I forget about.
Yeah,
Yeah.
don't. Yeah,
'cause-
actually, it's better if you don't really think about it. Then it's more natural. So damn, they killed your owl. Then that's what you're
Yeah.
saying.
Yeah.
That's not good. Do you want me to sneak up invisible?
Well, the owl gave us 0 information.
Yes.
so-
How about?
It
I
did
go
inform
invisible
you
as,
that there are people over there.
Yeah, there are people that are
Hostile.
hostile. Yep. To
maybe
owls.
they just hate owls.
Well,
Yeah.
but when you hit that owl, like there's no owl body, right? That fell. It went like poof
Oof.
because it's a magical owl, right?
Yep.
So they know they're being spied upon by someone who can make magical owls.
Most likely.
Maybe, yes, that is maybe true. But sometimes
Dahabe would say that. Imagine that in
sometimes when
Dahabe's
you hunt
accent.
a bird and hit it, it just falls and you don't know where. You know, I mean that is possible. I don't know.
Everyone make a perception roll.
Oh,
Shit,
fucking
this is when
fuck.
they kill us. All right, where are we going here? You cannot kill my character. I just got
14.
Russian
16.
accent going.
Maybe that's why I'm
perception,
killing him.
Oh shit! I could do crappy French accent. You love that one.
Have you not been?
Ooh, that was
Harsh.
a good one. Gain
Harsh.
inspiration for that one. John. That was pretty good. You can use it on my character.
I will use it to murder your entire family.
Yes, you can-
That was brutal.
I
wow, good thing you're getting out of here, Elizabeth.
did my best. Okay.
He's getting mean.
So as you're kind of like looking out and ahead, you
Yeah.
don't really sense much of anything, but there is just this like very subtle. You don't really get a focus on anything. Like you can't really see anything, Casey. But there is movement. Like there's like a from the hill, like something coming down it, but you don't see it and you can't lock onto it. You just know that something seems to have moved.
If I see something that I think is move, I'm going to start shuffling the party. I think we should move and like try and get them to move up the trail.
Okay, good idea. We're on horseback.
Okay, I'm casting. Wait, up the trail.
Or
Like-
out of the way.
Like,
yeah.
wait, further north.
Why
I
not?
guess, or back, but like.
Back to lead them to our people.
Yeah, I think
That's
we
what
should.
I mean. I wasn't planning on leading them back. I think
No,
we
I-
should go forward and try and lead them
Okay.
away from the rest of the
Yeah.
caravan behind us.
So, are we? And we're on horseback.
No, the horses would not make it through here. So if you
Okay.
brought your horses, then it's. I mean, I can bring the horse tokens in.
What
No,
about
no.
the alpaca?
No. Okay. If we're not on horseback,
If you're not moving slow through here on horseback, you could potentially hobble your horse.
okay, Russian, you're invisible now.
Thank you very much.
Okay, and so now we move forward, as instructed by the mayor.
And actually, while they're moving forward, I'm going to move basically like straight north, kind of like up this direction, because I don't want to be right next to them. I figure if they get attacked, I'll be able to.
I have a dumb question. Why didn't we bring our dragon?
He was busy fighting.
He's
somebody,
out there. He's out there on Irmorag.
wasn't
We
he?
probably
Yes.
should have
Didn't he
called
come
him.
back though?
I don't think he came back.
Oh.
Do you want me to call? Well,
You left it first light.
Yeah,
Yeah.
He's
that's
also like
fine.
mostly just interested in guarding his horde. I'd rather have him back at the town in case the town
Right.
gets attacked to have
You're
extra
right.
hands there while we're not there. Quite frankly, like I'm not upset the dragon's not with us.
That's fair. That's fair.
So, Mikhail, you are hiding, correct?
Yes, I'm going to move slowly, but I am going to move directly north toward said camp. because I want
Okay.
to be different locations.
You
in the
are
respective
invisible,
parts.
but that does not mean you are inaudible. So go ahead and make a
That is
stealth
true.
check. You have advantage on the check, and you have a +10 to the check.
Woohoo! Let's do this, guys. Let's stealth it up. Holy shit! I roll a nat 20.
So not only do
So it's super invisible. Yes, that's
No.
all.
not only do I not know where you are, your party doesn't know where you are either.
Right. That's right. Nobody knows. I just disappeared. You guys think
You
I'm
don't even
walking
know
with
where you are.
Yeah, you probably think I'm walking with you, but then all of a sudden you're like,
As the people
No,
are
I'm here
moving
anymore.
forward, are you just moving forward haphazardly, or is there anything that you want to be doing along the movement?
I am keeping an eye to our right to see if I see any more movement.
You're
in the
maintaining
brush.
a vigil. You're trying to keep an eye out.
Correct. Yep.
Okay.
As we move, I'm keeping a vigil where I saw the
Dahabe, Summer, and
Same. If if the mayor says, "Oh shit, I saw something," I would be looking around to see if I could see something too.
Yeah. I'd be keeping a lookout, but apparently I'm not very good at that.
everybody's rolling great tonight. Okay.
Actually, is this a dumb idea of casting minor illusion and making myself look like a bush?
wait, that's like Elden Ring. When you turn into a bush and you like move around, it just doesn't
Oh
look
my
right.
god, why a bush?
So minor illusion won't
Oh,
make you
that's
look
funny.
like a bush, but it could
Or
make
like
a
a
bush
bush.
be near or around you, and that's fine. I'm not going to grant any benefits to your stealth or anything.
No, you're
Um,
good. I just like the idea. It's just like an Elden Ring.
Oh, for
He
sure.
wants
for
to
sure.
go out with
Because
a
then there's
not a
still our
bang.
name on top.
Yeah, exactly. In your health line or whatever.
Yeah, the health bar.
If you are currently actively looking, go ahead and make a perception check, and if you'd like to advance any further, you can.
All right. Oh shit! What I do
God,
with my
I'm getting
character
worse.
sheet? Come on, guys.
You're-
I'll
you're
do
just-
this.
You're spooked.
Perception.
All right,
17.
let's go. Let's go.
Come on. Yes. I'm stealthing it up.
There's too much daylight. I operate better in the dark.
There you go. Plus, there's this bush bumping up against you, making too much noise. You're like, whoosh,
Fucking
you know.
bush.
It's quiet. It's silent. That's also why it
So,
isn't a very good hiding
I
place.
imagine Summer's taking the time with the minor illusion to make it go.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's why
She's
she
running
can't
with
perceive
it.
anything.
Mikhail, with your kind of vantage point, you're kind of watching them as they advance, keeping an eye up at the hill and keeping an eye out around you. You see in the shadows of the trees and bushes in position kind of near you, a cloaked figure kind of slowly moving, like in a very stealthy pattern, with a very strange looking wavy dagger in an ice pick grip, kind of slowly moving through the bushes. As they seemingly kind of touch against the bushes, it's almost as if the bushes are kind of like moving away from them and like then falling back into place without being disturbed. And you'd see that there appear to be 3 of these individuals. The thing that kind of caught you to them is that near them is a woman wearing a skull helmet, holding a massive axe, and it appears that the axe's bottom portion has a blade sticking out the bottom of it, like a
Fuck.
long knife kind of attached to the bottom of the situation there. Also with that check, you would see that on the hill, there's a woman with a very regal looking garb kind of seated on top of a massive flea, and in her hand she's holding a rod, kind of looking. You see her, but then when you kind of like blink and then kind of move, you see that she kind of shifts to the side. And as you're kind of looking at her, you can see that she seems to be there, but she seems to be kind of like in this weird state of like, almost like she's being looked at an angle in glass. It's almost like when you kind of turn your attention or look at her slightly differently, she's not there. Like there's some sort of illusion that's kind of barring her from being seen from the road. Does that make
Well,
sense?
Yes, if she was a bush, I might understand the magic of it, but it sounds like she might have other magic besides bush magic. That's all I'm going to say. That's out there for summer, you know.
There appear to be two more of the women with skull helmets and axes with the long knife
Holy
butts up on the hill with the Blusa rider.
Okay, I have to ask you a crazy question real quick. Like when we use the phone thing, like it makes a lot of noise. That's
You wouldn't be able to use it out here anyways.
Yeah.
You're outside of the town.
Oh, I'm outside the cell tower. What about roaming minutes? I got any of those?
No, you didn't pay for that
No.
plan.
Son of a bitch. I knew we should have paid for that plan, guys. All right. I see these guys, but they don't. Oh crap. I don't want them to be surprised, but and we didn't come up with a signal. All right.
And buddy, you can't
So
signal.
it's a great signal to let us know one of them's there.
Yeah, you know what I'm gonna do?
Stab them.
Yeah, that's true. But yeah.
It's true.
But can I do this? Could I throw like a small rock and try to hit Casey? Because I think if he got hit with a rock, he would like all of a sudden be ready for any shit, you know.
Or he would make a sound.
Well, of course he would make a sound, but I don't know if they would know it was. Oh, wait a minute! It
Oh.
doesn't cost us
Oh,
damage.
no. So
Visible.
a quick note.
Yeah.
You're 100% certain, based on the stalking of these individuals towards the road, they're well aware that Casey's present, and they're very aware of everyone who's on the road.
Yeah,
So
yeah, that's true. But
I just want to
them
make sure.
be-
It sounded like you were not wanting to make a noise because you thought you guys were being stealthy.
No. I
Mikhail,
don't want
okay.
him. I don't want him to know where I am, but I do want our people to like. My guess is
You can
that
throw a
they
rock.
haven't seen him yet.
But-
I'm gonna try to throw a rock at
But
Casey.
Oh, do I have a
Yeah.
level up?
I
What
want
will
to make
happen if I
sure
do it?
you
Yeah.
understand something.
Don't click the level up.
That will
Okay.
be considered an attack roll.
Fuck. Sorry, Casey, you're
Gets
gonna
rid
have
of
to
it.
die.
No, Kevin.
What?
That gets rid of invisibility, is what John
Right.
is saying. Is by
Yeah.
throwing a rock, you are making an attack, and that will
Right.
make your invisibility go away, and you will be exposing yourself.
Right,
and you
which
will no
was why I'm
longer-
saying I'm not going to do that. You're
Okay,
just going to have
okay.
to die. They're just going to have to kill you.
No,
Sorry.
that's fine.
Sorry, I'm just
So,
kidding. I'm going to get to
fine.
them before they get to you.
Unaware of the things that are happening on the other side of the road, Dahabe, you are kind of like stunned as you see over by the this kind of dried up bit of like waterway. The mud actually starts rising up like a puddle being kind of
Oh.
dripped downwards but upwards towards the sky, and you watch as the shape that forms there and the one directly next to it and then the one directly next to that, all being identical, appear
Oh,
to be black cloaked figures with weird wavy looking daggers held in an ice pick grip. 3 of them just off the road near where you're at.
This is bad. This is not good.
Oh.
Not good.
Okay.
You then hear a booming voice from the hill. None leave alive. Surrender, and you'll be spared a torturous death, a woman says from the hill.
Who was that?
Who was that? What a bitch.
With her kind of
Like
giving,
whispering, like, who was
Yeah.
that? I've been rolling ones just so everyone
got 'em out of your
knows. I've been
system.
rolling ones, so I'm like,
I don't even know where I am right now.
Yeah, what are
I'm
we
just
doing?
a bush.
Why is this happening?
Yeah.
Why did I decide to come out of the town again?
Nothing ever good happens when we leave the town.
Do need a vacation
Right.
to Macard. You're right.
Sounds great.
No,
The-
would
The Underdark sounds like a vacation.
would the matriarch say something back or no? Or, like, would any of you guys say anything? Obviously, I'm not
No.
going to. I don't want to get found out where I am. But
No, I imagine all that happens is Casey draws their sword.
yeah,
Yeah.
You all brandish your weaponry. As you do so, you do see that the mud stalkers kind of step forward, kind of in an advanced position, like they're preparing to fight. And you hear the response of the weapons being drawn. Torturous death it is, then. Kill them. Initiative.
initiative. Come on, guys, you can roll.
Not well, apparently. Fuck.
Oh, that's okay.
You're getting it out of the way. You're getting it
Yeah.
out of the way.
Guess.
Jesus.
The way. Holy shit,
I can
guys.
guarantee that Casey's
been-
dex is better than mine.
One of those days.
Yeah. Well, initiative isn't as important as attack rolls and saving throw rolls. We need to do good on those.
That's true.
You hear a voice kind of echoing out at the onset of the combat. This fight music kind of lame. I'll
Yeah.
figure out a cooler one here in a second. You hear the voice come out again, this time in more of kind of like an archaic kind of tone. And as you do so, you see her form appear. She's sitting atop the Blusa, high up on the hill. She holds a rod which she raises to the sky, and you see the mark of Octavius appear directly above, spinning like a clock. It then stops, pointing down. And you see this arcane digit kind of appear across it and lock. The digit that appears across it appears to be 18. And at that point, you see a similar symbol appear over the ones that you can see. Their heads, all of them.
That means they have 18 hit points. Is that what that is what that means? That is a life bar. Typical thing. I've seen it before.
Eventually,
I don't
what's
say
your
that. I don't
dexterity-
say that in character.
What's your dexterity modifier?
3.
You would be the caster. Okay, cool. Let me see.
Faster.
That's pretty boring. Kind of boring.
Oh, that's her.
I want
Hey, woman.
an epic fight.
Epic fight.
It's epic.
Epic.
Yeah. This one's good. This one will probably be great.
It looks kind of fascist-ish.
Mikhail, you're first.
Yes, Mikhail is first. I want a lacquer box. All right, do I know what I want to do? Oh gosh, I like that axe that guy has in his hand.
You can
Oh,
own it
shit.
if we
If
kill
we,
them.
yeah, I mean, I don't like it that much. I like daggers, but wavy daggers might be cool. All right, well, I'm pretty far away from these people, but I am going to move. I could throw a dagger. That's pretty far away, though. I think I'm too far away to throw a dagger, aren't I? Like, what's my distance?
So throwing a dagger, it's 20-60, so 20 for regular attack, 60 with disadvantage. You have advantage because you're
Yeah.
invisible, but you'd still have disadvantage, which means that you would have no sneak attack.
Yeah, I'm gonna move then. I'm just going to try to move silently and stay hidden and wait because, well, I guess I could move an attack, but no. All right, let me see this. Let me think about this. I'm thinking I'm just gonna move and wait. All right, my movement is 30, or isn't it? Yeah, it is.
Yep.
Fast.
Any space that's on the blue line, though, by the way, just
Yeah.
heads up, that's mud, so you'll be moving difficult terrain in those spaces. But you're fine where you're at.
Yeah, okay. I'm just gonna go. So if I move like 30 feet, like right over here, let's say,
Mm-hmm.
and just like wait. Can I hold a turn so if anybody gets close to me, I could stab them?
Ready
And
in
if
action
not-
to attack if something passes by.
Yeah,
you.
yeah. Could I do that? All right,
Yeah.
that's what I'm gonna do then. I'm gonna move. Oh shit! I gotta get rid of this thing. All right, that's what. What the
Anything
hell?
else?
No, I'm gonna hold an attack to attack him with my dragon tooth dagger because bad guys like that. That's what I heard.
Evangeline.
Let's see. I think she would cast. Oh, God, I don't even know. Hold on. 3 creatures. She would cast Bless
Okay, targets.
on these 3.
Okay. Dahabe, Summer, and Casey.
Yeah.
The visible targets.
You can't do invisible
Yep.
targets. Yeah.
All right. Anything
That's
else?
true.
Move a little closer.
Yes, get all nice and close for that fireball.
Right?
If you guys all hug, the power of love will protect you.
We're not
Power of
Care Bears.
friendship. We could be.
You know.
That's it.
Yeah.
All right. She kind of gestures with her hand that's not holding a rod, and you watch as the Blusa just presses down against the ground and then leaps, landing about 50 feet out, kind of just onto the ground. As it hits, she kind of raises the rod and points it at you. The divine calculus sees you unfit. Everyone make a wisdom saving throw that is tightly packed. So everybody but Mikhail. I think it's wisdom. Let me double check. Yep, wisdom.
Awesome.
16.
Dabe, you're good.
Cool.
Oh,
Can't
You
imagine
know.
an 8 is good enough.
Elizabeth, you were blessed, so go ahead and throw
oh, that's
D4
right.
on the nose. As you see her kind of point and say that phrase, you watch as the Atavian cross appears above all of your heads, and you hear like a clock sound. You kind of stop, locking on top of Casey and Evangeline's head. As it locks, kind of bursts magic over top of the people it affects, and you watch as their movements start to slow down. You are slowed. At the end of your turn, you can make another wisdom saving throw, but until then, you have -2 to your AC, -2 to your dexterity saving throws. You cannot take reactions, and during your turn, you cannot move and act. You cannot act and bonus act. You have to... Yeah, here, I'll just click it.
I know what happened to you guys. You guys have been clock blocked.
Oh no.
That was a good one. That was a really good one. Come
No.
on, don't fucking shake your head, Zach. That was a good one.
No.
I told you, Kevin, it's involuntary. I don't have control.
What am I going to
over
do
the
if Elizabeth
visceral
leaves? She's the one that
decision.
Please
laughed at all my
see the
jokes.
coaster that I posted in chat on Discord. that's Zach right now. I
can't
should
help
send
it.
you that one.
The 4 dark cloaked creatures run, the ones covered with mud, and you watch as the mud kind of like flails off of them as they're running. The hoods stay perfect around their face, and as they get closer, you see that there's nothing but a void inside of the space where a face should be. They bring the knives up and are kind of coming in close. They don't get to attack because they had to dash to get to you.
Oh, jeez.
You would note that
Right.
the road becomes lively ahead of you with more motion as more of these black cloaked figures seem to appear ahead of you on the road. The ones
shit.
directly ahead of you on the road off to the side there start making their way to intercept. And this one, unbeknownst to the rest of the group, stealthily moves around the back very quickly, rushing through the woods. The barbarian just starts angrily yelling and rushes forward without issue. Mikhail,
Yes!
he is going to be running through you. Or she is going to be running through you. She's not aware of your presence. So as she's coming close to you, you can make an attack. It will stop her movement there, though.
Yes, I definitely want to do that.
Okay.
Because that's what I've been waiting for. All right. Let's see here. Click the Dragon Tooth thingamajigger.
Hit.
Do I have advantage? Like 21?
Yeah,
Yeah, 21. So you'll get sneak attack, which
All right. Well, how come it didn't do sneak attack automatically?
It
Oh,
did.
It
Yeah.
did.
Wait a
Just
minute. It's
rolled
not
really
right,
bad.
though. That's 2d6. It should be 3d6.
so roll an extra d6.
Roll an extra d6 here.
6, 13, 16.
16. Not the greatest, but hey, it's not half bad.
Okay. It catches her off guard as she kind of lands into her, appearing out of nowhere. She kind of stumbles back, but she had already dashed and she had already moved her speed. So she kind of just stops there in front of you, angrily kind of looking at you, confused. And,
Hello.
what? Oh, hello.
I say, hello.
Appears out of nowhere with knife in chest. Hello.
Exactly.
Summer, you are up, and as mentioned, you are not slowed. You saved.
Right. So I am. Where did my character? There it is. I am going to do a. See, that is 1 hour. Yeah. I'm going to light my arrows of flame. So they get an extra 1d6
Okay, that's an action
fire
to cast.
damage. Yep, I know. And then I'm going to move back here.
Okay,
Just a tad. Actually, right there. Yeah.
cool.
That's it.
Good amount of cover. Sounds good. Casey. It's like the slow robot.
Robot.
So like since he's super fast and then
He's
he
just
has
normal.
slow on him, he's just like walking normally now.
Well, normally to you, but to him, it's like ah.
Right.
So, as an action, Casey is going to spend 2 key points to cast Darkness.
Okay.
I think. Can they cast it so it's like engulfing these guys here, but not Dahabe?
Hold on.
Isn't it like a circle or
It's a
something?
circle, yeah.
Yeah.
No, I don't think
Or
that's
sphere.
possible.
Do spell
15-foot radius.
You might be able
sphere.
to get 2.
Yeah.
miscellaneous. I don't have spell templates for this party.
Oh. I might have that actually.
You said 20-foot radius, right?
15-foot radius
Oh,
sphere.
15.
Hold on.
What is that called? Darkness? Dark vision?
Darkness.
No. I have that spell. I don't know if it's going to come up with the
In-
right scale.
Theory, you could.
Did that work? It didn't work. Sorry.
Mm-mm.
No?
You have to drag it in.
Oh, dragging it in.
Do I have a handout?
Oh, it didn't work.
No, you don't have a handout for it. I don't
Okay.
see one.
Maybe it won't work because
I don't know what Kevin's talking about.
I don't know what
I
Kevin's
no,
talking
I
about.
haven't. I bought it for myself, so I have it in Roll20, but I can't pull it into your map.
Oh, you're trying to
No.
I get you.
I was trying to pull the darkness.
He's trying to
spell,
do
and I bought
DM cool stuff.
it. Yeah, I was gonna try to help him out here. Try to help a brother out.
You get. I appreciate it. You give a guy a little bit of power.
And then I go freaking crazy on you.
He's like, I can DM this game for you, John. I got
Yeah,
this.
come on. Don't worry. Yeah, I got this, John.
You
Don't
just
worry.
drag and drop it, John. Why aren't
Yeah.
you dragging and dropping it, John?
Oh my god, stop yelling at me. I'm looking for
Doing his best.
I'm looking for probably the same template that he's talking about.
Well, if you look, what is it? Like the second little icon. It's not the one that has like the chat.
There we
but
go.
The one next to it.
I got it.
That's where they are in mine. It's
So-
called.
15-foot faster caster. 15-foot radius
Oh,
would
you
be
got it.
30 diameter.
1, 2, 3. That's right. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, that's right.
That's
So you do that.
Yeah, does that work?
Yeah, this guy will be kind of out of it, but that's the best you can do without putting Dahabe in there.
he's half in or half out, depending if you're an optimist or a pessimist.
We are definitely an optimist.
Can I move it?
Oh, sorry. Hold on. Hold on.
Alright.
You're casting a spell while slowed. Roll a d20.
Oh shit.
Uh-oh. I believe in you. Save it, save it, save it.
Oh,
Yeah, so it doesn't cast this turn, it'll cast next turn as your action.
Oh, jeez.
So I'm just going to go ahead and put this on the GM layer for the time being.
You take a picture right now. This is
Wait, what?
So
It
if you
says
are...
on an 11 or higher, the spell doesn't take effect until the
Or
creature-
higher? Why
Yeah.
is that the case?
I don't know, dude. I'm just reading the spell description, man.
you learned it from watching
So
you.
it says you put the fucking thing there. I don't know. That's what you get for putting the fucking thing there. You don't usually put the fucking thing there for me to read.
It does say that. I'm sorry, I didn't read it. I just read on an 11 or
Yeah.
higher. I assumed that it would say the spell takes effect normally.
Nice roll,
because
Zach.
you roll higher, you get the good. This is.
I think Zach should get inspiration for
I
that.
disagree.
No, Zach's getting targeted next round. Is
Yeah,
what's
you're dead.
happening.
So dead.
I just called him out on stream.
I don't know. That was pretty juicy. That makes for good viewing.
I have ended his career.
I could give him mine.
That's petty. No, he got it. He succeeded. He doesn't need it. Oh, you just mean this as a.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
in general.
You better spend it before the end of the session.
Before
for
you
sure.
leave, yeah.
Dahame, you are up.
No,
Oh.
because we already covered that.
I'm gonna draw
The
inspiration.
Oh.
belongs to the player, not the character.
Right. That's
That you said on
no. Sorry.
So you're gonna save it
One
and not use
second.
it with your friends here.
One-
For
one
that
second.
game
For
only.
that game only. There were
Oh.
2 characters in that game.
Plus, you can't take that with you, Elizabeth. Come on.
Nice try.
That was a good try.
You know what? I'll give you inspiration for the other character that hasn't been created yet for the effort.
Oh, do I get to make another wisdom save too?
So you have it in the next game as well, is what I'm saying. Zach, wisdom save. I
I'm
just gave
trying
you.
to help you out, buddy.
Do you want to spend
I'm
inspiration?
spending my inspiration.
Yeah. There you go.
Nice.
Very good.
That was a
Well
wonderful,
done.
that was a wonderful back and forth. So you are no longer slowed, Casey.
Excellent.
You're welcome.
Brilliant.
So Dahame, you are.
I
up.
can't let our fastest player
It's gotta be
or
fast.
Slow.
be slow.
He's gotta go fast.
You gotta go fast.
So Dahabe will dig down into her, try to get in touch with the ancestors, the fairy ancestors, and pop off a dissonant
Yes, queen,
whispers
Pop off.
against this guy that she can see.
Okay. So wisdom saving throw.
Yeah.
Mhm.
All right. Failure. Don't worry.
So
about
you
that.
take your 10 damage.
You watch as he, you see the kind of void appear around his head, and you see him kind of just like grasp a hold of the hood and start tearing it back. And as he does so,
Ugh.
you watch as there's no face there. Instead,
Oh,
it's just
no.
a skull, leaking blood and pus, and it just starts kind of twisting on its own neck before it just snaps and falls to the ground.
That's cute.
That's messed up, man.
Roll a
Hey.
sanity roll.
Yeah, sanity
Right?
roll. We're all going insane.
Let me.
That's not this game.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, let me. Okay, so if I move back, they
Mhm.
can still attack me, right? But I'll have cover.
Yeah, they have disadvantage. The other
Okay.
thing you'll note is as that guy's dying, the sense of like malaise kind of is present around them when they first approached you. They seem to be
Mhm.
emitting this strange aura of murder that's just kind of like
Ugh.
lingering around them and also on you.
A stank.
What that means in game is while you're adjacent to one of these creatures, you have vulnerability to piercing damage.
I don't like that. So
Do they have a way to see through magical darkness?
No.
Because it says to make an opportunity
You have to
attack.
see. Yep.
Yep.
wait, what?
So yeah, the one guy you did kill, he would have been able to attack, but the other two
Right,
can't.
but the other two are the ones covered specifically in darkness, and they do specifically have to see in order for
You can
them
run.
to make an opportunity attack.
Okay,
You
okay,
can be
great.
free to just run without taking anything.
All right,
That's
so
why I did that.
we are gonna run. Thank you for doing that. And we are going to toss a bardic inspiration to Casey. That is a D8. And even if you fail, even if you roll and you fail, you can keep it.
Oh,
Thanks
sick.
to my unfailing inspiration.
Hell yeah.
Awesome.
Mikhail, you're up.
Okay. Shit. I'm gonna have to attack this guy because
If you're going to stay in combat with him, you might as well steady aim for the advantage.
that would be good. Steady aim. What does a steady aim do?
It says you
Gives
can't
you
move
advantage on the attack.
and gives you advantage on your attack.
Oh, okay. I love that. Advantage, so I get sneak attack too, or not?
Correct.
That type of
Yes.
advantage. Ooh, that's very cool. All right, I'm gonna get him with the dragon tooth dagger. I tried it before to make sure it was working right. 12. Fuck, it's probably not gonna work.
Missed by 1.
Oh, do I have anything that I didn't realize? Bonus.
And you're not blessed.
Hashtag blessed. All right, I could you. Oh, I can't move now, right?
Yeah, you used your bonus action
What
already,
about
too.
using a? What about
You already
using
used
my
your bonus action.
Cunning action. Okay.
Steady aim is the bonus action.
What a crappy bonus action.
It's
Now
really
that
good,
now that
actually. It
it's
just-
good if
so
you if
good.
you hit, it's good. But
If you
don't
hadn't
hit-
rolled like a fucking
Yeah,
loser, you
well-
would have just dealt 23 damage to it.
that's true. All right, I guess I'm just gonna sit there and take it
All right. Well,
like a Russian.
first things first, Evangeline, you are up. You are slowed. So you can move and act, so on and so forth, per slow. All the things in that block of text. Your speed is halved. You have a -2 penalty to AC and Dex. Can't use reactions. Can't use a bonus action and an action. You get one or the other. And if you cast a spell, there's a roll to see if it goes off now or later. Which,
Fucking love slowed.
yeah, me too.
I think she'll just try and do. She can try and attack, right?
Yeah, it's an action.
All right, we'll just use the light crossbow that she has
Mhm.
and go for this guy on the bottom here.
Well, he's currently not seen by you, so
Not seen by me, so then we'll go for this guy.
okay.
Yeah,
That'll miss.
cool. Sure will.
Oh, you're blessed.
It won't help.
Oh,
I'm not blessed. Unless you did it.
I mean, you are.
oh
but
wait. Oh, I'm sorry. My bad.
You're blessed
I'm lo-
because you're a
Oh, and then
cleric.
I do a will
I'm just
save
lost.
or wisdom save, whatever.
Mm-hmm. You are no longer slowed.
Thank God.
Nice.
As the rider loses concentration on slow, you watch as she kind of throws a large spear out to the side. Just seems to kind of just snap into like existence. She then casts a spell before she leaps onto the this very massive polearm. The Blusa jumps into the air. She spins it and lances downwards towards Mikhail as the massive flea comes landing next to him. She will
Going
make
to dodge.
uncanny dodge if she hits, yeah, but she's got to see if she hits first. 21 to hit.
Yes, that hits.
All right, so that will do an initial 10 points of piercing damage. And
All right.
1 second here.
That
Oh, I
initially
don't
hurts.
like that yet.
Smite.
Uh-oh.
Oh, she's a cleric.
Well, she's a cleric.
Paladin.
No, she's a
Or
cleric.
paladin.
She's
What?
not a paladin. She's not using a feature smite. She cast a spell.
Oh, she
a
casts spell smite.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
yeah.
Dang,
Oh.
she's cool.
You take 7 more damage, which is radiant. And as it kind of like lances into you, you see that symbol kind of appear like near your chest and then slam into your chest with kind of like a burning hot sensation, leaving this kind of etching on your body that glows bright white. A brand, the mark of Atavius, bound on your chest. Out of
Man.
character, if you become invisible, if you move, if you hide, you're glowing. There's like a glowing beacon on you.
That's cool.
Man.
But also Allowain's best.
Wait. It's kind of like a tattoo, right?
It's not going to linger. It's just like kind of like on your clothing, really. It's not in.
Oh, I was wondering if it made me look more sexy or something.
Yeah,
So
and
maybe it's
cross on
not
your-
that
on
bad, you know. It's
Okay.
not that bad, guys. I'm looking at the bright side of this attack.
Right, because it's on because it's glowing. I got it.
Because
That's
it's
funny.
bright. Oh no.
But
The
Can I switch to the Friday game? Or...
oh, shut up.
Let's
don't
see.
wanna
We'll give
be
you
there with me and
Zach if you give
Josh.
us Tom.
Yeah, it's gonna be worse with her and Josh probably.
As you kind of get lanced by it, you see her kind of spin the glaive up and point it upwards into the sky, and she kind of looks straight over at Evangeline, and then in this very strange language says something very guttural and awkward. As she says that, the berserker next to you, Mikhail, splits the dagger off of the axe, spins it, and stabs herself in the throat. And
Whoa.
then kind of just starts letting out this wild
Whoa.
and it sounds like you can hear the tearing of her like throat in the scream that she's issuing forward, and it almost sounds like there's multiple voices kind of echoing out of just the one mouth. The same thing happens with the two berserkers in the back, and as she kind of like finishes the stab, grabs a hold of the axe, the blood just kind of gushing from her throat, and slams the blade towards you.
Okay, that sounds not so good.
I appreciate you turning your camera on. at that moment for that reaction. I needed that.
A 12 is going to miss.
All right, back off it goes because my computer is having a fit.
Yeah.
Hey, could I have used
so
uncanny dodge
laggy.
on that last attack? I forgot about it until just now.
You gotta remember your abilities, buddy.
All right, attack me again though, and so that I can.
I just
my
did it and
reaction.
I missed.
Okay, darn it. All right, that's all right. Next time I'll do it.
Casey, as these two kind of come up to you, they didn't dash to get there. You feel that aura that I mentioned that was kind of lingering around these creatures. They're both going to, as they get close to you, lance you with their stabbies. You currently have vulnerability to piercing damage. 22 to hit and 18 to hit.
Both hit.
The first one will do 5, which doubles to 10, and the second one will do 4, which doubles to 8.
So 18 altogether.
Mm-hmm. The same thing happens for Evangeline and once again Dahabe, who is no stranger to this. Each of you are going to receive an attack from one of them. Evangeline, you kind of very quickly kind of knock away the attack with your mace. And Dahabe, you are hit. So you'll be taking 5, which doubles to 10. And then you hear a and a dagger comes flying into the back of Summer and hits the tree next to you.
That guy.
That low? Wow.
You then like kind of look over in that direction. You look at the knife. You see it kind of stuck in the tree, and then you see it start to kind of like turn into liquid. It start to ooze like ink down the side of the tree, and you watch as the shadowy figure that threw it from hidden. You see this kind of like dagger just appear in his hand in like the kind of gross like pop.
Disgusting.
Yeah, that's an environmental hazard for
I mean,
sure. That's really got to
Yeah.
make you mad.
Some of you played against the initial like visitation with Dennis Atman forces. Like, yeah, they're like in my brain like one of the main kind of ideas behind them was Cobra Law. I don't know if anybody
Yeah.
knows G.I. Joe at all, but yeah, it's like
Oh yeah, G.I. Joe.
sick, weird stuff. It's like also
It's kind of
epic.
cool.
Yeah, I'm loving it. Anyways, Summer, you are the one that is up. So there's the one that threw at you, but then there's also the ones that are currently messing with your team.
Wow.
Yeah. This one's a problem though. So we're gonna shoot an arrow at them, and it's flaming, so it's an extra d6 damage. I'm guessing 19.
Oh yeah,
hits.
that hits for sure.
Okay, great. I'm so glad I have an
Do you have a
extra
dex? Do you have a dex modifier?
No.
Oh,
I'm a druid.
let me just make sure. I just want to check. Okay, so yeah, that does have. When you shoot it, it kind of hits into the shoulder, and the fire actually starts kind of warping across the cloak, and it starts kind of letting out this kind of angry scream in response. And for a second, you see the cloak kind of shift a bit. You can see the bottom of the jaw and like a bit of the teeth of the skull as like blood kind of like flares out from the hood. It's not dead. It is bloodied.
You know, that's the best I can do right now.
And I'm assuming like your brain immediately went to like the Wraith scream from Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
That's exactly where we're at. I just want to make sure
Ah.
that you are correct in that.
Perfect. Also, I'm gonna move back just a hair.
And I now realize Casey should have actually been going before you because Casey has
Oh.
a dexterity score.
I said that before we even
I-
started.
And you know what? As I was saying those words, I remembered you had said it, and I did nothing about it.
It's okay. You know, in this moment,
It's fair.
Summer's very dexterous.
Good rolls, yeah. Casey.
Can I, as a gnome, move through, or as an auto gnome, move through an enemy space, or is that halfling?
That's halflings only.
That's what I thought. Okay.
You can go around them, but you'll get an opportunity.
Not without getting. Yeah. Yep. Just not going to deal with it then.
Just push
I'm
your way
gonna
through.
Yep. I'm going to push my way through sword first. First attack against the guy straight above Casey.
That'll miss.
Awesome.
You have,
Second attack.
You have bless. That might actually matter.
Okay.
12 wouldn't. Yeah, it didn't matter.
I have inspiration too.
Inspiration won't help here.
Oh, well, I can't do it on the attack roll. You're right.
Bardic inspiration.
Right.
So that brings it up to a 13.
Oh, bardic inspiration. Bardic
that's what I
inspiration. Sorry,
I can do that on an attack roll.
I
right?
thought you were wanting the
No,
other
no,
roll.
no.
No, yeah.
Bardic inspiration.
One is exactly what you needed. Exactly on the nose. Go ahead and roll damage.
Fantastic.
Alright.
+2.
So, what's adding the 2?
The extra damage I get or it should be +4, right? From
You get a D8.
this.
And oh yeah, okay, cool. Yep, that'll kill it. You kind of lance the sword up into the chest area. As its head kind of throws back, you watch as the hood flies off, blood kind of cascading and pus outwards as it's kind of looks at you. The eyes are still in there, by the way. It is a skeleton, but like it's like the eyes are kind of in there with the muscle tissue. It's gross. It's disgusting. It's like someone peeled the flesh off of the faces. All right, that's
And
one
didn't
attack.
Second attack.
That'll hit.
15 should hit.
Dead.
Yeah, okay, that kills. And moving up to here, unarmed attack against the one to the left.
Damage. +2.
Plus
as well.
another 4.
Okay.
It's twice the number of
Right.
twice the number of hostile creatures.
So you kind of stab, rush forward, spin up, kick the thing in the head. You hear a loud crunch. The hood kind of rattles as it kind of falls to the ground and hits with like a pop. And then the last one, do you want to flurry
I'm
for
gonna
it?
flurry of blows. Yep. Damn. No. That
Plus
help.
won't work.
8.
Yep. AC's 13.
Yep.
So yeah. Good shots, Casey. Dahave, you are up.
Okay, so I'm gonna spend a spell slot to get old boy or old person, I guess, right in front of me. I need a wisdom save, please.
Very similar to the last one you've done this too. His head explodes and it's just like a mess kind of seeping out of the hood as he kind of drops down to his knees, places his hands on the ground, throws up, and like just his head comes out as well.
Okay.
Gross.
Gross. Oh my god, disgusting. And then will, like, as she says that, there's like a little at the end, and that gives the matriarch a bonus die.
Okay.
I mean,
Bardic
Bardic
Inspiration.
Inspiration die.
All right. Mikhail.
All right. Mikhail is going to try to attack that. He can't reach this woman, right?
Yeah, you can.
You can?
She might have mount tricks, but yeah, she's definitely on the mount. You can attack up at her.
Okay, I'll do that then. I'm going to attack her with patient defense, I guess.
Or steady.
Steady aim. You're right, guys. Steady aim. That's it. That's the one. All right. Come on. Yes, that's better. 21 to hit.
She'll make a dexterity saving throw in response.
All right, go for it. Just roll crappy, please.
Success. So she spins herself down, and you end up attacking the Blusa instead. So you deal 20. Oh god,
6.
that's a fucking massive hit. So as you kind of like are coming towards it, you see that she's shifting. So you kind of spin the dagger, the combat knife, kind of push it in between two of the plates near the neck of the flea, and you hear it kind of like grind against the plates. Then you kind of feel it stop, kind of turn the blade and pull, and as you do so, like this just matter kind of comes out with it, a bunch of flea bits, and the whole thing just starts writhing and drops, with her kind of falling prone near it.
Wow,
Oh.
she's gonna be so pissed. She should have taken that hit like a, like a champ.
You were swinging at her with a dagger. She didn't think,
That I would kill her.
yeah.
Flee. Yeah, I know. She's gonna be pissed though. All right, I guess that's it for me. Could I do a bonus? No, I can't. Can I do a bonus action even though it's even though I did that?
Steady aim is a bonus
It is
action.
the bonus action. Okay, I think I asked you that last time. Sorry,
No worries.
but I can do a reaction when she attacks me. That's what I'm gonna do.
Correct.
Just wait.
Evangeline.
Okay, we are going to attack. Oh,
Don't worry about rolling damage. That's just too pretty to see. Tell me how you do it. Or I can give you a cool description if you want.
yes, please.
You smash the hood, it flattens it down into the chest cavity, and you can kind of hear bones rattling and like this kind of sickening meaty pop. As you kind of pull the mace away, it pulls a little bit of the cloak up to reveal the horror show underneath. You implanted the skull into the
Like
upper
the rib
torso.
cage?
Yep. Just a
So I
solid-
turned him, like I butter churned him.
Yeah, you butter churned him.
Fucking love it.
Gave
Hell
inspira-
yeah.
Gave inspiration.
Yeah!
Butter churned him. Yeah.
God, Magpie, what the fuck?
That was like
Great
that
description.
was on my level, dude. That was like I was like, yeah.
Yeah.
All right. In response, the leader gets up, annoyed, kind of looking at Mikhail. You pestilent, and just kind of gives you like an angry glare. She will cast a spell.
I put a spell on you.
Bear with me here.
I'm just gonna save then. I mean, that's my plan.
Save them.
Save.
Oh,
Then.
save against
Then.
the spell. Yeah. Okay,
I'm just gonna
I get you.
save then. Yeah.
Well, that makes sense. I mean, that sounds like a good plan.
That
Yeah.
sounds like what I would do.
It's a good plan.
I mean,
Let's see how this works.
historically, that does sound exactly like what you would do.
Yeah. Let's see.
She will be casting.
Revivify, flee. Belusa.
I honestly, if it had hit points, I would, but I don't think that she can bring it back up from dead. Yeah. So I need to hit you with an attack roll first.
You do. You need to do that.
And 19 to hit.
That'll hit.
On a hit, the target deals only half damage with weapon attacks that use strength until the spell ends. At the end of each of the target's turns, it can make a Constitution saving throw against the spell. on a successive spell ends. It's the wrong spell. It's the wrong
Yeah,
spell.
because I used.
No,
that.
it's-
So she doesn't know that.
No. It's so weird. I just clicked Ray of Sickness and it cast Ray of Enfeeblement. No.
Ah, you're right.
No.
Somebody messed up.
It's the same. Okay, so now it's just okay. That's weird. Show description. Energy hits you. On a hit, take 7 points of poison damage, and then make a Constitution saving throw.
All right. I'm gonna take the 7 points for now, but I could use. Can I use?
You can use. It's an attack
Uncanny
roll, so
dodge?
you can.
Shoot, I don't.
But
know if
do you
it's
want
7 points
to?
is
Do you want
worth
to?
it.
Yeah, you want to hold it. There's 3
I'll
barbarians.
hold it.
Yeah,
I'm gonna hold it. I'll take the 7 points of
poison,
poison.
and
from
then
that.
con save.
All right, con save. Con. That's an old reference.
I get it.
Alright.
Yeah,
It's actually a
yeah.
new reference because they.
No, that's not. That's super
They
old.
redid
Not the
it.
con was the 80s.
No, it's
They-
2000 something. You're wrong.
Yeah,
no, the
they've
original Wrath of
revived it.
Khan with
Yeah,
with
but they
Shatner.
revived it.
Oh my gosh, that's
Will you
crazy.
make
All
your
right,
con save?
I'm sorry, I have to talk. I have to drag this out.
What kind of,
All right,
what kind of
16.
saving throw? Con. Okay, you succeed. So you're not poisoned.
Thank goodness. I hate being poisoned. That's
No worries. All right. Just running across the body of the dead flea.
Ah, why would they do that? No, do they have no honor of that dead body?
The 3 of the ladies with the blades in their neck and bleeding everywhere rush towards
Oh
you.
shit!
It seems that the
Ugh.
one that had to dash to get to you moved in a very aggressive fashion. She moved her speed as a bonus action. All 3 of them will be able to attack this turn.
Nice knowing you guys.
They'll, besides the one that just rushed up, they'll all use their bonus actions. So besides the fresh one there, to use their crushing blow ability, and then they will make a great axe attack with advantage. Crit
Oh,
and
Oh, shit.
17 to hit.
17 hits.
Okay, so the first one's a
I
crit.
do not have good AC, unfortunately. All right, I'm gonna use my uncanny dodge against that one,
Cool.
probably.
So 7 plus 8 plus 3 is 18. So half is 9.
9. All right, I'm
And then the
still up.
second attack is 4 damage. So a total of 13.
Still up.
All right.
After that hit,
And then the other one is doing the exact same thing.
I have 2 hit points left.
23 to hit. She'll knock you flat.
Yep, 23 hit. I am unconscious.
Okay.
You'll be fine.
And
All right.
to show you
Oh.
the lethality of present here, now that you are knocked prone, the other one has advantage, but it's still recklessly attacking. She just does not have the crushing blow bonus. 20 to hit. You'll take a failed death saving throw right off the bat.
Yeah, that's not good. I'm surprised I don't take 2
No, just one.
failures. Death saves. Oh, they're all marked right now. Oh no, failures. They're not all marked.
Summer, you watch as Mikhail, up a distance away, gets pummeled by axe blows by these women who are bleeding. And
You throwing an attack at me?
oh yeah, I sure am. I didn't realize I still had those guys. Okay.
There's one
Also,
there, just
shouldn't
one.
Casey be before me?
Yes, right.
And yeah,
So 17 hit Casey? No?
yeah, it does.
Oh, okay, cool.
16 AC.
So 3 double to 6 piercing damage.
Casey is very close to down.
We'll be fine.
Well, it's your turn.
Oh wait, no, you said 3 double to 6 damage.
Mm-hmm.
Casey is down. Sorry.
Okay.
Oh,
So your turn. Start of your turn, death saving throw. One failure. Summer, you're up.
well, shit. I have short little legs. Let's remember that. Seeing that both Casey and Mikhail are down, we're gonna run up right behind Kate. We're gonna dash. Can I please move my token? There we go. And I can't bone. Wait, hold on.
Give me an action to dash. So
Yeah.
healing word would be probably the
Can
spell.
I? Yeah. Okay, that's what I was trying to figure out if I could still do a bonus
Yep.
action for
So
that.
either
Okay.
Mikhail or Casey, your choice. You got the cleric right behind you. She could probably get to Casey with a cure wounds. I don't know if she can make it to Mikhail.
Oh, okay.
She could healing word him. Yeah, she can't move up to him though. She could walk over to Casey and cure wounds him
Oh.
though for more healing.
Well, if that's the case, then I can just go here, not be quite so close to that scary boy,
Hmm.
and then I'll throw out a healing word for Mikhail in that case.
Okay.
Click. And we're gonna do a level.
Oh, by the way, you're playing a fighter in the Friday game or whatever front line you want because I just realized you're also playing a support in this game.
I like support.
No typecasting. You know you want to
Alright.
murder stuff.
We do loner murder stuff.
5
So
points.
that's 5. Yeah.
Mikhail, you get 5 back. Dahabe, you're up.
Okay. So we're gonna use
Cool.
1 action and 1 spell slot to do a mass healing word. How many do I get?
Up to 6.
6. So can I include myself?
Yep.
Okay, so everyone gain
4
4 hit points. Congratulations. And then we will use an action. Oh wait, I can't do that.
Also,
Fuck my life. Oh, I'm sorry. What?
Kevin, Undeath Mikhail, he gets that 5.
I have to use a cantrip.
Yep. I would suggest an attack on the one that's behind you.
I don't have any fucking attack
Vicious Mockery.
cantrips. I don't have it.
What kind of bard are you?
Well, okay. I remember when we started, it was like, oh, we're not going to be doing that much combat.
Yeah, but Vicious
Oh.
Mockery, though.
You
I
can
know.
mock people.
That is the bard.
Okay, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to come over here and I'm going to make a fucking rapier attack.
Oh, okay.
Oh, shit.
roll damage.
That'll be. Wait, what is that +1 from?
From
Is that
the
from Bless?
crit? No, you crit. You-
Oh, from my
Yeah.
crit. Okay.
you crit on that attack.
That'll be 6
Mhm.
damage.
Hold on. Yeah, okay.
Also, I gave the healing word to Mikhail, not Casey. Sorry, I'm just noticing that.
Yep. So yeah, you hit him, but he's still alive.
Okay, that's fine. That's my turn.
Mikhail, you're up. Well, you're not. You're prone, but
Yeah.
The women are standing over you. They kind of turn they appear to be focusing their attention away from you, though. Like looking towards the others.
Bonus
Play dead.
disengage dash.
You could use your action to deception play dead.
True. Yeah. I wonder, could I use a bonus action to drink a potion?
You cannot. Unless you took
Or is
unless
that like
did I offer rapid drinker for this game? I don't think I did.
No. What could it would it be? It would be an action, right?
remember if you did or not, but I didn't take it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't take it. Yeah, could I do it? Try to do it stealthily, like maybe I'm laying on my stomach.
You can use your bonus action to hide and deceive that you're up, and then you can drink a potion. That's fine.
That's what I want to do then.
Okay, go ahead and make a deception roll instead of a hide roll.
Deception. Can I do a stealth instead?
No.
Oh, actually, deception's really good for me, so I think I'm good. There you go.
All right. So
rolls are back. All right.
roll your hit points for your potion
I'm
and
gonna use a potion of greater healing. I can't remember what that roll.
44 plus 4.
Click it. It doesn't do it automatically. What
No.
type of thing is this? 44 plus 4. All right, I'll do that.
Point is, Evangeline, you're up, and Mikhail appears to be dead despite all the healing that's been pumped into him.
44 plus 4. All right. So it ends up being 12.
Okay.
Not bad. I'll take it.
Casey, is he up?
Yep. Well, he's laying
Yeah, I
down,
got-
but
I got the 4 hit points from Dahabe's mass healing word.
Okay.
But he's looking rough.
that guy behind you is a piece of shit.
Yeah.
The guy in front of you is also a piece of shit. So are these ladies over here.
A lot of shits around.
I would
There's
say
so
since you
much
have your mace
shit
out,
around.
you probably wouldn't be able to shoot him with your crossbow because you'd have to drop and draw.
Yeah.
But if you have like a spell you can cast, I'd be okay with that. Like
Okay.
Sacred
Sacred Flame.
Yep.
Yeah, we'll do that. on this guy back here, because fuck him
Roll it.
and all of his heathens.
4 is just enough to kill him.
Nice.
All right. And are you? Did you level at the beginning?
Did I what?
Oh, she wasn't here yet.
She's
Okay.
not here yet.
Oh, this is interesting. Okay. Cool.
What?
Nothing. No worries. You done with your turn? Bonus action, you can healing word somebody if you wanted.
I'm so confused.
Don't worry about it.
Okay. Bonus action healing word on
Casey.
Casey.
All right. I believe I'm out of
Oh, 5. Thank you.
Night Blades, so I will.
No, you have one in front of us.
Oh, right. Okay, cool. Well, she gets to go first, and she is probably going to capture them. I need Casey, Dahabe, everybody. I think it's everybody. No? Double checking. 40-foot cube. Yeah, that'll be everybody.
Thank you.
Including her ally here and her ally here. So everybody go ahead and make a wisdom saving throw.
Not cool.
Failure.
Wow.
Success. Failure.
Ouch.
We're still blessed, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That will not spare any of you, though. That rolled lower than... the DC is 14.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
Yep. Jisho, Magpie, and Kevin, you're all slowed.
Oh man.
And then
Oh, it's not cool.
the Nightblade will attack against Casey. You are not slowed, and that'll miss.
I am prone.
Oh, advantage, that'll still miss.
Okay.
You have a... Yeah,
16.
15 is what I got. Okay, cool. Then the 3 berserkers, they're going to move. One is going to move away from Mikhail. You're prone, so I would assume you're not attacking, right? You have disadvantage if you do.
Well, he's moving away from me. That's my reaction. Oh,
Yeah.
Shit. No, I'll save my reaction to use for getting rid of like uncanny dodge. Yeah, that might be better. for
Okay.
me.
So they all kind of swarm in, and it looks like they're moving to attack Dahabe specifically.
Bastards.
And they're kind of still screaming with their kind of anguish-torn throats. The one that did not use its crushing blow last time will do so now. Wow, you have a really low AC. Okay, that'll hit. That will also hit. And surprisingly, even with advantage, that will miss. So damage, it'll be on 2 of them. The first one has +3. So 12 damage for the first one. And 12 damage for the second one. So a total of 24 to you, Dahabe. And they are bleeding, like, very heavily. Casey, you are... Oh, sorry, the Nightblade. Already missed
I
with
thought
it.
you said.
Yeah, I missed with it.
Yeah. My turn?
Yep.
Stand up. I'm going to start with an unarmed attack against the Nightblade.
Okay. Oh, that'll
14.
hit. It's dead.
Cool. Moving with the... I'm actually going to move around this guy over to here. And attacking the one above Dahabe. 14
You have advantage.
plus... Oh, okay. So, 19 to hit,
Yep.
plus 4.
You said the one directly north of Dahabe.
Correct.
So 17. Okay. Cool. Still standing.
Takes a second hit. 17.
That'll work. 10 plus 4.
14.
Yeah. Still standing. Um,
I'm gonna spend a key point and
Flurry.
blows.
on that last attack, you'll note that it seems to kind of like turn towards you and kind of shoulder the attack. It's almost a technique. Being a Janaran and an Autonome, you would know it's kind of similar to Goliath's endurance, Stone's endurance. But that'll hit, and
That is
that'll
not +4.
okay. 9 and 8 is 17.
17.
That'll kill it still.
Okay.
Just enough. She falls to the ground. As she does so, like her screaming continues, and she just kind of lays there, like motionless, as her voice continues to rattle through her throat. But it's kind of like this slowly silencing, kind of like drawing out of her voice. Until it
Finishing my move by moving further around, but ending
quiets.
there.
Summer. Arrow to the
Alright.
face.
Absolutely, but we're gonna back up a little first.
You want this gun, or this one, or the wizard? Keeping in
the
mind,
wizard is.
everyone else is slow, so if you can knock the concentration on the wizard, it'll pop it off.
Yeah.
You weren't slowed, right?
No.
Right, it was you and Zach that were cool. Yeah, that's not gonna work.
Even with a bless, I'm sure it's not gonna work
Uh-uh.
at full.
Um.
And then I'm going to throw out another healing word to
Dahabe looks pretty messed up.
Dahabe.
Alright.
6 for Dahabe.
Mikhail. You are prone. Nothing's adjacent to you.
Wait, you skipped Dabe.
Oh, did I?
Yeah.
You
There you go.
did.
Sorry. I'm the worst friend. It's how it works.
Yeah, that's true. So I
That's so
need
true.
Wow.
oh my brain. Okay, so I need okay, so this spell, oh man, hardly anyone's taken damage in the last turn, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Except for me.
Yeah.
If I cast it, will it cover? Will I gain at the start of my next turn?
What are you talking about? I don't know what you're casting.
Oh, I'm sorry. Reviving Melody. Okay, but we'll have advantage of concentration checks and death saving throws. I might as well cast it.
Okay. So you start singing. Awesome. And then, for the spell's duration, a creature regains hit points equal to 1d8 plus your spellcasting modifier at the end of its turn if it has taken damage since its last turn.
Okay.
Which, for tracking purposes, won't really do anything for anyone because at this point, no one has taken damage since their last turn, is the intent of the spell. But yeah, you have advantage on concentration checks and death saving throws as well. All right.
Does that include me?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Um,
And I'm slowed. Okay.
then it'll go to.
Wait, did you need to roll
Okay.
a wisdom?
Oh, I need to roll. Wisdom?
Oh, you need to roll a d20 to see if you cast it at all.
Oh,
Oh. And then a wisdom.
but I rolled a 3. That's good, right?
Yeah. For some
And I
reason.
roll a wisdom.
For some reason.
That's
For
an
some
11. I imagine that's not a.
Not a pass.
All right, cool.
Okay. The wizard looks pretty undefended.
Yes, but I'm prone.
Yeah,
and
but
I'm
shh.
slowed.
You're slowed.
So if I stand up, that's half my movement. I'm already movement's half. So
Well,
I'm
you don't have to
quarter.
stand up. Just throw your dagger at her.
I was thinking about
Mhm.
doing that, but am I at disadvantage when I throw?
Only with a melee attack on prone.
All right, I'm going to throw one of my daggers. The best thing about it is it's going to be. Oh, you're everything messed
Just
up with your
broke
background. You're green
screen
now.
Hard.
There
There
you go.
it
You're
goes.
dark again. So, anyways, I was to say,
Baby.
so like, yes, I'm going to be using one of the daggers that those. What are those guys are called? Sunlit setting suns. That's the name. All right, here we go.
Ah,
All right, let me
ah.
click on this. Boom dagger. Boom, boom, boom. There we go. A 23, unless I'm at this.
That'll hit.
17. All right, cool. That's going to be a damage of
19.
19.
Gorgeous.
Don't do it. Okay, cool.
Ooh,
So
hit.
she solidly hit. She is bloodied. And yeah, was not able to react because she was not aware it was coming. She turns her attention back to you and angrily kind of like says, "I'll finish you yet." All right, Mikhail.
Did she roll? Did
Do I
she
get a-
roll concentration?
Oh, good
Yeah.
point. Does
For
she
slow.
roll concentration?
Concentration.
So
Yeah, for slow,
19
'cause
half would be less than 10, so it'll just be a DC 10.
Bum.
Success.
Can I roll a wisdom save to see if I get rid of it at the end of my turn?
Yep.
Mhm.
I'll do that then.
Nope.
That's the same thing I rolled before.
Evangeline.
I will get you.
Okay.
I'm slow. See, I'm just RPing the slow.
So I will move up to here. And that's basically what I can do. And then I'll do that. Really? All right. Well, I'm not slowed anymore.
All right. So it'll go to them. Looking at you and then looking at the situation, she says something guttural towards the berserkers and then kind of rips a parchment out of her pouch, holds it out in front of her and starts yelling in Draconic. And as she
Oh
does
my
so,
God.
you watch as the paper starts burning and she just vanishes.
What a fucking coward.
Right.
Tactical. The three
Coward.
or the two remaining individuals angrily just slam their weapons down into Casey. And it looks like they're using the last of their fury here. It looks like they are. So, 12 misses, right? But an 18 will hit. And this weapon attack is treated as a critical success and deals an additional 6 damage. So, Casey, you take 18 points of damage as they both kill themselves to attack you. But really just an ending parting shot that's kind of more of a whimper than anything as they bleed out all over
They
you.
got me.
Yeah, they knock you down, but then they start bleeding out all over you.
Oh,
Well,
think-
then at the start of your turn, though.
Yeah, he would heal. So, in the immediate aftermath, the presumption is that you start kind of resting and checking the area. And you'll note that this area appears to have been maintained for the last day or so. So it looks like they've been here for at least a day, maybe 2, and are basically holding this position here. Whether or not the cleric just retreated to go and inform someone that there's an issue here or not is undetermined. However, you would know that tarrying any longer than need be is probably a bad idea, and moving the people is the utmost important thing here. So for narrative purposes, I just want to make sure I understand what's happening here. Summer will be leading the pack. Romand will be going with them to protect the children, or will he be staying with you, Evangeline?
I feel like that is a question she would ask him, but like
He
her
would not-
thought.
He would not answer you. He would say, whatever you, as the Lady of Gateneath, wishes, I will do. Hard decisions.
Yeah, she would want to make sure that her siblings survived, I guess.
Are protected.
And that, yeah, that they're protected. And at the same time is kind of trying to also make amends for the fact that their family was ripped apart. Like give him a chance to be a father type of thing to them. and then just she feels that they'll have more of a chance to get where they need to go.
He says, "I have friends in Eckerd, or in to the north in what was the name of that town? It wasn't Eckerd, was it? Did I name it Eckerd?
Pel
That was Mackard.
Mackard, Erard. I have friends in Erard. After I make it to Macard with these individuals, me and the children will ride out to there. I will leave them under the care of my associates, and I will return with others. And I will try and, if nothing else, redeem you, save you, or stand by your side as you continue the fight. I trust that you will succeed. Eloane with you, and I will make sure that they are safe." He will leave it at that. Summer, you're muted.
Dang it, we'll be fine.
Summer and the gnomes volunteer to continue with the 120 and make sure that they make it to Macard. And she left in the care of the temple Gertie and Sky, who will administer healing via potions as best they can throughout the continuing conflict. But as you saw, this small ambush team, probably nothing more than a squad or two, was very capable, but not more capable than your council. So that being said, this is a solid victory for the town. A solid win, shows you a bit more of their capability and shows you an understanding of the strange, wild women who lance out their own throats to fight into death.
So fucking cool.
Right.
I mean, not cool at all, guys.
Bit of the Blusa and their cavalry tactics, specifically the lancing, and the strange maladies known by no name so far, these awkward abominations of human flesh that have been twisted for the purpose of violence. But yeah, at that, I will say, Elizabeth, it was a pleasure having you, and I can't wait to see what character you make for the Friday game. And next week, we will be incorporating a new player into the game. Radajon, the other John, we have
Friday, John.
we have John at home. We don't need to get John. We have John at home. John. So we look forward to seeing his fun character as it is deployed next session. And thank you for those that watched, and we'll see you next time.
Yay.
Bye.